Orvex with you to kind of go over everything. So let's just go to the map of Chult. See how this journey has unfolded. Once the map of Chult finally loads. It takes like probably about 15 seconds or 20 seconds to load for me. I don't know how it's loading for you guys.
It's not doing any faster with my new computer.
Yeah, I think that's just like a Roll20 limitation more than processing power of the computer. When it finally loads...
Mine loaded 3 minutes ago.
Okay, there we go. Alright, so Port Nyanzaru, this is where I dare say all of you had begun your journey. And, well, for the most part, except for Nim. And there's a death curse afflicting all of Faerun. It's causing anyone who's ever been raised from the dead to slowly wither and die. Also, it's preventing people from being raised from the dead. A necromantic artifact called the Soulmonger is responsible for this. It seems to be stealing the souls of those fallen. And the party had, and other powerful mages and clerics and whatnot from all over Faerun had singled the source down to, or kind of triangulated it, I should say, to Chult, somewhere in Chult. So this led the party on a journey, and many other adventuring parties had gone through this same journey of trying to stop the death curse. Some adventuring parties were doing it for the good of their hearts. Some of them are doing it because they have loved ones that were afflicted by the death curse. Others are doing it just for fun or for fame. Whatever the reason is, not many adventuring parties had made it all the way to Ormu. Our party has followed this green line that you can see on the map. A bit of a journey that's taken them all across Chult, and have also been filling out this map as they have traveled. Only really the coastline and a few other small locations had really been actually discovered in Chult, or at least mapped. Anyway, that's taken everyone to Ormu, this forgotten city, home to previously Ubteo, who was the god that protected all of this land before he forsake the people of Ormu and of Chult, because the people of Chult wanted too much from Ubteo, and Ubteo couldn't give them everything they wanted. They begun worshipping him and relying on him for just every tiny little thing, like I hope my cup of coffee is not going to be sour today. Please, Ubteo, bless my cup of coffee. And Ubteo got sick of this and he left. So 9 trickster gods moved into Ormu, and they became the new gods of the people. People erected shrines throughout the city to worship these gods, and each one is represented by a different animal, a native animal from Chult. Let's have a look at this little handout. If I can actually spell properly. So it's got the 9 different trickster gods on it, most of which you guys had encountered or are aware of. You've got Moa the Jaculi in the top left, Neng Neng the Grung in the bottom left, Papazotl the Eblis, Oberlucker the Zorbo, Unk the Flail Snail, Shigambi the Commandant, Wongo the Sioux Monster, Ijin the Almiraj, and Kubazan the Frogamoth. Each shrine also contained a puzzle cube, cubes which unlocked the Tomb of the 9 Gods, set into the northern caverns of the city. Actually, let's go to this page. So it's day 84 of our journey. That's ever since leaving Port Nyanzaru. The patron that would sponsor you all is Sindrif Sylvain. She's the archmage that's promising a rare magic item to everyone a part of an adventuring party who stops the death curse. However, she was only given 3 months to live, so she may only have 6 more days left to live. Day 90. We have all the puzzle cubes. You guys are currently at the Red Wizard Encampment. Last session you'd managed to escape the Yuan-Ti Fane by killing Rosny and teaming up with this doppelganger. It led you to leave the actual Fane and meet up with the Red Wizards. And the Red Wizards didn't really seem to care about its doppelganger spy getting killed, surprisingly enough. And the Red Wizards have basically said that, admitted that they kind of need you guys to go into the tomb because they haven't really had much luck with the whole living and not dying thing. So you guys seem to be doing alright at not dying. So you've teamed up with them, they've handed over the puzzle cubes, and here we are. So it's fairly early in the morning, but even, as the first few, the glow of the dawn, as the sun rises up beyond the horizon, it's hot, it's humid, it's sweaty. You guys have had an ample source of fresh water with this flowing river that floods the city. And you've also been given Orvex by the Red Wizards. You've been given Orvex back to help you guys through the tomb because you're asking for some help. So they said, here you go, have an Orvex. Millhouse and Torin, they were with you guys. They were just out kind of foraging and checking on the old camp and whatnot. And they've come to meet up with you guys. They've collected some berries and things like that.
You guys go.
The skeleton takes the berry and puts it in its mouth, and it just kind of falls through the skeleton onto the ground, and then it picks the berry up again, and it keeps on doing that over and over again.
It's trapped in an endless loop.
Yeah,
we can use that in the future. That's how you defeat skeletons.
Let's get going before he realizes his mistake.
Yeah, let's get to the tomb.
Yeah, Yanmok has pretty much explicitly told you to leave immediately. And this hideout, this ruined building that the Red Wizard in, it's protected by an illusion spell, a very powerful one. So it just looks like a ruin from the outside. As soon as you step through it, you kind of see everyone on the inside. Alright, you guys gather together with Orvex, and the 8 of you head out through the city. So this is the Red Wizard Encampment. Got the entrance to the Tomb of the Nine Gods up here. Is that where you guys want to go?
Well, that's working.
Yeah, can we do it stealthily, maybe? Maybe the Yuan-Ti won't catch up with us if they can't catch our trail.
You can move very slowly and attempt to cover your tracks with survival.
Is anyone against that?
No.
Nope. Let's
Then we'll do that.
Sneaky.
Okay, it's going to take you, you can guesstimate how long it's going to take to get up there. It's going to take you guys about an hour and a bit to get up there, moving very slowly and covering your track. Alright, whoever's covering tracks, covering up footprints, making sure no one has broken any leaves or any branches or disturbed any rubble, or even maybe a little bit of your clothes have been torn against a scrap of rock or something. So whoever wants to do that can make a survival check. Alright, Ryan's hanging kind of behind you all and making sure he's sweeping up all your tracks. As you move through the city and you get about halfway there, I need everyone to make a perception check. It's fairly hazy, so a lot of the city's actually lightly obscured, but you're awfully perceptive, Nathan, and you see something fly over the city at a height of about 3,000 feet. It's a very big winged lizard.
Oh god. I point it out. I just look at people and just look at that. What is that?
It flies from west to east.
What color is it?
It's very hard to tell
Okay.
because of the haze and the sun kind of shining in your eyes, but it looked red.
So, before we got here, for those of us who weren't with us, we did manage to piss off a dragon.
Right.
Her name is Cindelor, I think, or Cinder, or something. She did burn a few of us, so we should probably get moving.
Is it like a really old dragon? Something we can't take, or is it a young dragon we can take?
We did not do too great. We just kind of drove it off.
So you're saying there's a chance?
It was a fairly young dragon.
I think we have to save our strength for the real thing. So maybe let's try to get in trouble with this dragon.
Take the dragon on after this? So
There's
no one
so
else
much
is
to do.
in danger?
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You guys continue moving up this catwalk. You guys can move your tokens up there. Slowly edging forward, taking a look around this forgotten city, all of the ruins, the lost culture, the flooded streets. And all of a sudden you guys just kind of spin out, start hallucinating. And you have a vision, a very acute vision. You're standing here on this promenade in the center of the city. Suddenly, smoke begins to billow from all of the buildings. The buildings are on fire. And north of you all, very close, is Sorcerer, the lich, standing with this ball of impenetrable darkness 10 feet in front of himself. You guys blink. He's closer. You blink again. He edges closer.
God.
You're stuck in some sort of paralysis. You try to move away, try to move your arms or legs or cry out. If not, you choke. Your muscles free. And then, all of a sudden, the hallucination stops. And you look out to see the ancient, calm, quiet, ruined city before you once more.
Alright, I'm turning around, I'm getting out of here. I'm going back to jail. Fuck this shit.
I tried to stop him. Come on, we have to do this.
Yeah.
I think there's money in the tomb. Like a bunch of it. I don't know if you're into that.
No, it might be cursed. Who knows?
Well, we're on a mission for honor and to save the world, so fall in line, soldier.
I ain't no soldier. I'm a damn criminal. I'm a bitch.
You guys continue moving through this promenade, and up on your left, you do notice this ruined amphitheater looming over the surrounding buildings.
We haven't been there yet.
Keep walking.
In the distance, from somewhere deep within the city, southish of you all, you hear this very loud, deep screeching sound, like some sort of gigantic dinosaur that causes bats and birds to fly up over the cliffside.
Why is it seeming more and more like inside the tomb is the safest place in the city?
That's what he wants you to believe.
He's doing all this just so you can scare us into the tomb.
Orvek stops and says, "Excuse me.
Yes, my friend.
I don't like you all for what you've done to me, handing me
I've
over
never-
to the Red Wizards like an object. But perhaps you could do me a favor. Perhaps you could fulfill one request, and then perhaps I could begin to forgive you all."
Well, I never met you, so...
What's your favorite
I'm not
Orvex?
talking to you. No offense, but you don't look like the most savory type anyway.
Savory.
You're literally stealing a ring off someone's finger constantly.
It's just an illusion.
Where's my coin pouch?
I don't know, man.
Sounds like a personal problem.
Yeah, man. It's your problem, man.
Alright, Orvex, what's your favorite?
The amphitheater. Could you imagine how much history it holds? I could imagine it now. The city at night, bustling, lit by torches. Great debates. Comic and
Yeah,
tragic.
fine, we'll check it on the way back.
You don't understand what the Red Wizards are sending us to, do you? There won't be a way back. It will be our tomb. Please, as my last request, I just want to see if there's any old ledges or perhaps a script from an ancient play. The amphitheater.
And if we do this, if we go look in this amphitheater, you'll help us as much as you can translate anything we find in the tomb?
Yes. If you
Hi,
can do
Insight
that
on.
show of good faith, then I'll help you with everything I can. Sure, make an insight check.
Well, specifically I'm looking for if he's, like, actually just sending us to a death. If he knows what's going on in there. Oof.
Solid.
You don't know if he's trying to trick you or anything like that. You're finding him a bit hard to read.
I believe him.
Well, it's one ruin. We've been to a bunch.
What's one more, huh?
What's one more? What could possibly go wrong?
Sure, let's see.
Can I see anything from the amphitheater, or is it too obscured from here?
You can see it. It's quite large, big semicircular building with steps leading up, and an open air stage, you could call it, with some platforms and
No giant T-Rexes just hanging out.
the speaker or whoever. No giant T-Rexes hanging out. The speaker, whoever would be addressing the public, would stand down here in the middle, and
Got a pedestal.
yeah, there's like either a platform or a pedestal, and there's also usually some rooms inside the actual building as well, where things.
And these are little buildings that people go into?
Yeah.
Okay.
And just double checking, a few minutes ago we heard like a reptilian roar from like a different direction in the city?
Yeah.
Yeah, from the south of us, like super south.
Do we think that was the dragon? Or something else?
Oh, it couldn't have been the dragon. There's no, unless it like teleported.
Yeah.
There was no
Gotcha.
way it could have got there that quick.
Maybe it did teleport.
Do we see anything above us at the moment?
No,
Yeah, did the dragon see us?
you're not sure.
Because we weren't hiding.
3,000 feet away, but you know, they might have seen you. You're not sure. It was pretty small looking when you saw it. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
You guys move up to the ruined amphitheater. There are vines clinging to its steps. You see animal statues lining its stands. The muddy ground outside is stripped clean. Vegetation. There's just an eerie silence hanging over the area. No birds cry. No insects chirp. Nothing stirs.
So,
Well, nothing here. Let's go.
Orvex, what are we looking for?
He takes a few steps down. Just he starts inspecting the pillars and the center of the stage.
Any sign of any life? Foot tracks? Anything?
You could make a survival check to look for tracks.
Oh yeah, that's gonna work.
Takes you 3 minutes of looking around, and you can't find anything. Actually, you notice a set of human footprints. They seem to be following you.
An invisible ghost.
Being followed.
Does this silence seem unnatural?
Yeah, like, you know, when you move through the city, you can hear birds chirping, and you know, there's this ambient sound, and here it's just dead quiet.
Is this? I have a question. Is this more of a combat thing than anything else? It
doesn't.
Because it says use as a bonus action.
You can, you know. I mean, yeah.
I just want to see if there's any.
The usefulness is, you know, it's in combat, but you know, it doesn't really have any effect out of combat because you can just use a perception check to look for
That's fair.
hidden creatures anyway. You don't really have to, you know, you're not really on a time crunch out of combat. Orvex is taking a look around some rubble. There's, you know, rubble everywhere. He's like kicking around some rocks, and he seems to be searching. There is an archway, an entrance, leading into the structure itself.
Can I do my Divine Sense and check if there's anything evil?
Yeah. You use Divine Sense, and you send out this pulse, and it's all clear. There's no celestial fiends or undeads. No Strahd von Zarovich is hiding anywhere.
Did you find his wife yet?
Is this archway? Can we see into this archway from here?
Yeah, there's a room. It's like a large room. You know, there's different rooms and large grand corridors inside the actual amphitheater itself. When you move
Orvex,
a little bit closer, we're gonna roll initiative.
Oh no!
Suddenly, 5 dinosaurs burst out of the amphitheater and rush Orion. They're just Deinonychuses.
Oh,
tiny little
scared.
baby raptors. They like leap through the air and they got their talons out. They're about to rip you apart. Nim.
Oh boy. Let's see. So I do that yet. Spell. I'm going to move up, and these are just, I guess, like stair step seats, not actual stairs. The part I'm right beside.
If you go up or down them, count them as difficult terrain.
Okay, that's what I was going to ask then.
See.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And we'll dash 5, 10, 5 to there. I don't have any good bonus actions that I want to use yet, so I will wait there for the moment.
And the Deinonychus leaps through the air at Orion, and it comes out running, and it like pounces at him. It misses you, it falls onto the ground, and it keeps on running around you. Whoop, doesn't move away from you. It turns around, and then it kind of just like jumps at you again. It tries to claw you and misses, and it tries to bite you on the leg, and it chomps you for 3 piercing damage.
Jesus.
They're like so small. They're about the size of a chicken, and they're just jumping like crazy and biting and clawing. Very cool.
Fighting cocks. I like it.
Ryan.
Yeah, I'll blow a rage. I'll bonus action rage and grow my jaws. And then I'll bite this one here.
Chomp chomp.
Yeah, it's trying to bite you, and you take a bite out of it.
Second attack on the same one.
That hits. You chomp onto its tail, and it lets out a loud screech. It's looking pretty hot. Garrick.
I move my distance, and then as a bonus action I cast Divine Shield of Fate on Orion. Why does it say all slots expanded? I have 4 slots.
Oh, they did an update with Roll20, and it's not working at the moment. They're gonna fix it soon, hopefully. Maybe by next week.
manually deducted
Roll 20.
And then I'm gonna use cast a firebolt through my sword. At the one, this one.
Okay, that hit.
Oh yeah.
It just glances the Deinonychus and scorches it ever so slightly. It ruffles a few of its feathers.
Yeah, that's me for this round.
Nathan.
Whip out my rapier, run up to the guy, and just skewer it right in the chest or in the back. Try to.
That hits. You impale it with the rapier for 21 damage, and blood just sprays everywhere. The Deinonychus is very badly injured.
And see ya. Disengage. What was that? 10 feet. Back over here.
The Deinonychus runs around and just kind of leaps through the air straight at Torin. Jumps, like clears 10 feet when it screams through the air. Tries to claw at him and just kind of bounces off of him. It rolls along the ground, it jumps up and tries to claw him again. And Torin, you'll hit for 7 slashing damage. As it tears a claw into you, it also tries to bite you. And you just push it back and it rolls along the ground. Lola.
I'm going to move to this point here and then cast this.
Alright, you let out a word of radiance. The 3 Deinonychuses fail the saving throw. and a shockwave of holy energy starts to eat through their skin. One of them's almost dead, another one's almost dead as well, and the one to your left is got a couple of blisters on it from the radiant energy.
Alright, that's my turn.
Torin.
I'm going to hit the one that just bit me, so here we go.
Hit. You slice into it, just catching it with the longsword.
I'll do it again.
Hit. You slash it across the face, it growls, it's bleeding, it backs up a couple of steps.
That'll teach you. End of turn.
Orvex just panics and he kind of steps back. Whoa! And he falls over, tripping on the steps, and he just scurries back even more. Whoa! And he keeps on crawling away. This Deinonychus just jumps on you, Lollard, and comes in with a claw. And again, both attacks miss. And it jumps up and tries to bite you. And it bites you on the hand for 8 piercing damage.
Okay.
Rude.
It then kind of growls at you. And just stays there. Millhouse.
Millhouse is up to bat. I'm gonna slap the one in front of me around a little bit.
Thank you.
That hits. You bring down Bob and just chomp into the Deinonychus. It hits the ground in a pool of blood.
I thought it had. Oh, there it is.
Which one, sorry?
That one.
Mess. It just jumps out of the way in time.
And that's me done.
The injured Deinonychus just gets more aggressive and keeps on clawing at Orion. It misses. It misses. And then tries to bite him. And you just kick it back at Orion and stays there. Another Deinonychus is going to run around and leap at Millhouse, trying to claw him. It bounces off your armor. And then it claws again. It misses you. It keeps on trying to bite you, Millhouse. And you block the attack. Nim.
Alrighty, I'm going to wild shape into an Allosaurus.
Nice. I like it.
Then he'll look up to you and say, Daddy.
Wow, look at it!
Guess you're a giant chicken, Nim.
Yeah!
Giant fighting cock.
Pretty much. And then, so I would have been there is where I wanted to have done it. And then I have 60 feet of movement.
I have to give enough.
That's not enough, never enough. I am going to go, maybe, if I can drag my thing. Go right here. I'm going to, which one does the what? I'm going to bite down on the one just south of me by Millhouse.
You chomp it for 7 damage and you just kind of get a tooth into it.
Ah! I let out a roar. And that's my turn.
The Deinonychus, it runs off. It disengages and it just runs away. It starts to anyway. It doesn't like big dino. Starts to flee. Orion.
I'll recklessly bite into this one.
Man, it's reckless. Alright, you just lean down and grab it and hold it up and just chomp down its entire head. Bite its head clean off.
Fantastic. I love it.
Little Nicky.
And then I'll go for the other one.
And that hits. You grab onto its tail and just chomp it. Take a big bite out of it.
This is the greatest thing ever.
Garrick.
Well, I move up here. And gonna try out this new fire blade.
Already igniting it.
Yeah.
Takes a bonus action to light it up. So.
Well, I forgot that. I use my bonus action to light it up, and then.
Alrighty. It when it lights up, I mean it's daylight, but it lets off tons of light. It surprises you, and you end up just kind of missing with that swing because of the fire just exploding out of it.
Mm-hmm. And that's what I did this turn.
Nathan.
Just for safe bets, can I get a deception check from this Deinonychus?
Okay.
Oops. Oh man. Get back here.
Alright, it's just it's easy to see all of its weaknesses. Its face is its weakness.
I'm just gonna run up to it and try to stab it.
That hit. Surprisingly, stabbing it in the face really works well because it dies.
Hey guys, I know the weakness.
Share it.
Stab it in the face.
What is with everyone?
Stab it in the face.
Stab it in the face, huh? Okay. I'm gonna on that one in front of me. I'm gonna cast that.
I cast stab in face.
Alright.
Yeah, stab in the
The
face.
sacred flame on the face works as well. The holy fire falls down to the Deinonychus' face and starts to eat through its skin.
You didn't kill it. Not good enough.
Oh, well, next time I'll aim for the face. There, it's my turn.
You got the neck.
Tara.
So I aim for the face.
Alrighty. Let's see. That hits. You slice it across the face and it's pretty damn injured. It's working well.
Ah, this is going well. I'll try again.
That hits. Who would have thought? You
Just the.
stab it, but it kind of moves and you stab it through the tail. And it's...
Oh.
It's not enough to kill it.
Disappointed.
Whoops.
Orvex is just keeps on crawling up the steps. He's just hiding and crying and whimpering, and he's not a combatant. This Deinonychus is going to disengage and starts trying to run off. Just starts fleeing.
I can still see you.
The
Millhouse.
face, Millhouse, the face.
That hits. It works. You cut its face off.
Told you.
And that other Deinonychus is run off. So it's the end of the encounter.
I can make it.
Okay, if you want
I can kill them all.
Well, depends on how far it went. I can
I
shoot
mean,
it.
it's just an animal. It's not. It's just trying to hunt it. It's not gonna,
That's no animal. That's XP.
Hey, man, it
That's
attacked us.
XP you're letting
Yeah.
in.
It's after
Okay,
us, guys.
Killing creatures
too injured.
doesn't get you experience points.
It's too injured. I got put out of his misery.
Completing encounters
Well-
gets you experience points.
I can't reach it anyway.
All right.
I could.
Okay, you can hunt it down either way. It doesn't matter whether it lives or dies. It's just a badly injured dinosaur running away.
He's probably gonna die bleeding out now.
Maybe it has friends.
Yeah, it does. Well, it did. did a moment
That was his
ago.
childhood. Those were his childhood friends. Dead.
Either way, mission complete.
I don't know. I just
Oh,
feel
we
like
can go home now.
I don't.
You're very
You
big
don't
now.
need to mercilessly hunt it.
that's not
We're
how
not
we
gonna
roll here.
Millhouse does, but you know.
We won't be satisfied until Omu is a dead city again.
You won't be satisfied until they're extinct. Okay, yeah, whether you shoot it down or it flees, either way. Okay, so they came out of the interior of the amphitheater. They just ran out, sprung forth, and you see like a dusty, quite a high ceiling. It's like 40 feet high in there, and it arches around. It's kind of just one big open area, and you can see some broken statuary and you know, some ledges and things like that. You can go and explore it if you want. Like other buildings, it'll probably take you about 30 minutes.
Let's do it.
You're gonna lead the way with his bright ass sword.
Alright, you guys head through, and it's fairly
Yes,
empty.
it's had.
It's very dusty, and there's bits of rubble everywhere, and you guys spread out and search it. And there's nothing much too interesting except for you know, there's only like, you know, the main kind of curved hallway, and then a few rooms off to the side here and there. You know, everything's degraded. There's vines that have burst through the stonework, and moss covers most of the floor, and everything's kind of damp. There's some pools of brackish water here and there. And then in one of the rooms, Nathan uncovers this electrum platter, and it's inscribed with images of a Cholton feasting ritual. They sit around this grand table, and there's all sorts of roasted dinosaurs, and they seem to be drinking some sort of special drink. It's got all this kind of ritualistic undertone to the artwork. So you find this electrum platter. I mean, the junk value of the electrum is worth 25 GP, but to an art dealer, they may pay way more for it. So there's that. And Lollard, you find this Omuan death mask made of painted gold. It looks to be kind of skeletal, with all of these ritualistic looking tones onto it, and it just looks like kind of grisly, and it's made of you know, gold plate. It's got gold plate, and it's pretty heavy, and it's pretty big, and yeah, it's purely ornamental. It's worth 250 GP.
Okay, nice.
And everyone make me an investigation check now. Do a group investigation check.
I will do so. With a +9, I got a 14. Jesus Christ. My past investigation is 24, right?
Yay, I can at least use my druid investigation because it's intelligence. Oh,
Perfect.
All right, Millhouse. You find this kind of a room. It's kind of up a set of stairs built into the back of the amphitheater, and it's like a 20-foot square room. It's got like an open window. It's kind of dusty, and you can see streams of light kind of pouring through, illuminating these motes of dust. And there are these ancient-looking paintings on the walls that looks to show gladiatorial events that happen to this amphitheater, as well as public speaking events. And then there is this pedestal at the back of the room, and there's like a trophy of some sort on the pedestal. It's a helmet. The helmet's face is made from gold. It has a purple gemstone, perhaps some sort of sapphire. It's like a monocle set into the helmet, and then the actual top of the helm is shaped like a brain. And it's a magic item.
on.
And yeah, you guys come out 30 minutes later and share what you found. So you can throw the valuables in the party loot, and then there's this magic helmet.
You probably use his money to bribe people. Only
I'm
good
sure we'll
use
find a lot of. I'm sure we're gonna find a lot of corrupt merchants down in the Tomb of the Annihilation.
I mean,
Shopkeeper.
I have money for you.
Does anybody know how to identify the helmet?
Yeah, everyone knows how to identify the helmet.
Yeah, you could try it.
Yeah, anyone can identify a magic item. You just take a short rest and you can identify it.
Okay. Do we want to do that here, or we want to move somewhere else?
Well, we know this is safe. Why don't we just do it here? Since it's a short rest.
Sure.
Okay. You guys...
Who wants to?
Yeah, just kind of rest out here on this platform. And who wants to identify it?
I'll do it. I'm a magic boy.
Okay. You mess around with it, you put it on, and all of a sudden you can kind of reach into people's minds and communicate with them. It's a Helm of Telepathy. You do need to attune to it. It's a wondrous item. While wearing the helm, you can use an action to cast Detect Thoughts. Spell save DC 13 from it. As long as you maintain concentration on the spell, you can use a bonus action to send a telepathic message to a creature you're focused on. You can reply using a bonus action to do so, while your focus on it continues. And while focusing on a creature with Detect Thoughts, you can use an action to cast a suggestion spell, DC 13, from the helm on that creature. And you can only do the suggestion once per day. You can kind of reach into a creature's mind and compel them.
Nice, you're Professor X.
Alright, so before you guys have time to decide who's going to have that helmet, we're going to roll initiative.
Oh no. Is that Deinonychus back? He's finally coming back?
The Deinonychus comes back with a machine
Big
gun.
brother.
No.
With a machine gun. Say hello to my little friend. You are little, my friend.
Alright, now all of a sudden you guys hear this ungodly roar. This
Oh,
very
God.
loud, deep screech. And just appearing straight in the middle of the amphitheater, like it just teleported in, is a T-Rex. Well, this isn't just an ordinary T-Rex. This is the king of feathers. It has all of these colorful feathers lining the back of its head down to its body. Orange stripes lining its flesh. And a giant horn jutting out the top of its nostrils. It teleports in and it screeches. When it screeches, if it's not bad enough that it's, a feathery T-Rex, it spews out wasps. A swarm of wasps burst out of its mouth as it teleports in and screeches. Roll20's being stupid again. I have to actually reload my page with the wasps. Broke the thing. Anyway, yeah.
I think you have a bug.
Wasps are coming out of its mouth.
I think Millhouse.
Roll20's just been messing up lately.
I think Millhouse was so scared he turned off his computer. He's out of the chat and
Alright.
He's
So,
left.
A few strips, he said.
yeah, this thing teleports in, it starts spewing out wasps, and screeches at you all loudly. Corin, you're up first. The wasps haven't fully come out of its mouth yet. They will in a sec.
That's a big fat nope.
It's about 15
Nim.
feet tall as well.
Turn into something bigger, and I'll start attacking.
Torrent, you ballsy motherfucker.
I know.
You run up to the King of Feathers and you hit. You slash into it. And the 9 damage is a scratch.
Well, any little bit helps. I'll do it again.
That's another hit. You scratch it again, slashing it ever so slightly along its leg.
I also growl and then end my turn.
It's gonna take a legendary action. It spins around and swings its tail at you, Torrent. It's supernaturally quick.
I jump.
You jump into its tail, and it slaps you for 23 bludgeoning damage.
That's a big hit.
Ouch.
It almost knocks you
Ouch.
That's like 4/5 of my HP.
Garrick.
Sorry, my mic was off. I see my friend in trouble, so I run in. Use my bonus action to activate the blade again. Let's see if this works this time.
That hit.
To do it, make it interesting, I'm gonna smite. Second level.
You do a divine smite. The radiant sears through its flesh. The fire from the green flame starts to burn through its feathers, and the fire from the flame tongue also begins to burn into it. And it lets out a screech and takes a couple of steps back, and it put a nice little scar on its leg, but still not that hurt.
Right, so I'll just come back in 5 minutes then. I guess you guys got this handle.
Swarm of wasps, do they get burned?
The wasps aren't actually there yet. It
Wow,
needs
okay.
to actually disgorge them on its turn, but you know, that was just for dramatic effect that it shoots wasps as well out of its mouth.
Okay, that's my turn.
Orion.
I don't want to be the one to say it, but I think we're all thinking this is because that one dinosaur got away.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yep, this is Daddy.
It ran to its dad. It's like, Dad, they hurt me. Is the stairs here a difficult terrain?
No, they're just stairs. They don't slow you down.
Great. Then I will rage and complete the front line. I will recklessly attack, and I will grow claws this time. Here we go.
That's a hit. You scratch it for 5 damage. You hit it again. Slash a claw across its leg. Third slash. Scratches it on its leg. And this thing is just so big and so mighty that the attack so far have barely even bothered it.
That's not good.
Orvex used his bonus action to wet his pants. And then he used his action to disengage, and he just... He screams and he runs for the interior of the amphitheater. Nim.
Okay, I'm going to run in. Come on, there we go. I have 60 feet. I don't want to block people. So go on this side. I'm going to bite him to the face.
It's a miss. The face doesn't Work on this thing.
He's too tall.
Yeah, he's just too
It's a legendary resistance.
Built into the face.
I like it.
That'll be my turn.
Go for the throat. Go for the throat.
Nathan.
I'll change it. For the next one.
Get a better view of this thing. And do what I usually do. Shoot it in the face. Yeah!
That hits. You put an arrow into its cheek, and it whips its head back. It lets out a bit of a screech, and a bit of blood falls down onto the ground, and you actually heard it.
Does it look angry at me now?
It's just, doesn't really
Okay, cool.
have an angry kind of face.
I was just saying.
Millhouse.
Then I'll throw a firebolt at it.
The firebolt slams into it and burns away a few of its feathers. Sonic comes over and slams into its side and takes a little chunk of its leg away. This thing just lets out an almighty roar that shudders the ground, the air around you all. Alright, now it's going to spit out wasps, and it's going to spit them on Garrick. A big swarm of them start buzzing around, surrounding you. There's about 20 or so wasps in that swarm. Just they spew out of its mouth, and it spits them there. When it's done spitting, it's going to go over to Orion and try to take a bite out of him.
Jesus Christ.
Sonic tries to deflect, but it doesn't help. Orion's bit for 18 points of piercing damage. With a 27.
At least it wasn't a crit.
I mean, that was almost max, pretty much.
And when it bites you, Orion, you're grappled and restrained.
Lovely.
It turns
Where I wanna
around and it flicks its tail at Torin.
Not again! I jumped.
It misses.
Ooh.
Then, as a bonus
I
action,
learned.
it disappears. Reappears up here. It drags Orion further into its mouth, and it just waves its little T-Rex arms at you guys and starts.
Hi, Ryan. Nice meeting you.
Starts stomping off with Orion. Lollard.
Okay.
Oh, actually, sorry, one sec. Before your turn, the wasps actually go. The wasps are just trying to bite Gary. They're trying to bite him, sting him. Mess. Alright, continue.
Continue. Okay. So the furthest we can get is to that point.
If you go up or down the bleachers, it's difficult terrain.
Is that difficult terrain?
You can use the stairs though. These indentations are stairs. They are sized for medium-sized creatures.
Okay, so then we can get to that point with a dash. So we're dashing. And let's see if we can do this. Let's see how fast we can get to it. So we can get to this point
the
here.
blood.
Up the stairs. And we'll see if we can follow the trail of Orion's blood. And that's our turn.
Torin.
He died.
Yeah, probably is. But we still can try. Oh wait, I do a bonus action to make it magical.
Ooh.
Right, here it is.
Alright, you cast magic weapon on your longsword.
No, can I do that on my crossbow?
Sure, your crossbow, yeah. Sorry, I missed what you said.
Oh, sorry.
Alright, you are
Nice.
within 5 feet of an enemy, and the wasp just distract the hell out of you. I wasn't sure who you were shooting, but 6 misses.
Oh, I was shooting on the big dino.
Okay. The wasps, so they get up in your face and
Right.
distract you.
I notice them now. Cool.
Garrick.
Well, I start running.
When you move away from the wasps, they try to bite you.
They hit.
They sting you for 11 piercing damage.
Damn.
That's all 20 of them?
Double movement. And then I'm using one sorcery point to cast a cantrip. That's a bonus action.
Alright, you quicken a cantrip, and that hits. The firebolt slams into the King of Feathers, scorching it.
Wow, that's a lot of damage.
Yeah, it's getting pretty hard, this thing.
And that's what I can do this turn.
Orion.
Well, as a bonus action, I'll shift for some temp HP. To attempt to escape a grapple is an action, correct?
Yeah, takes an action to get out of a grapple.
I will try to do that.
Alright, make an athletics or an acrobatics check.
An advantage because rage. Uh-oh.
You attempt to pry the King of Feathers' jaw open, but it is also pressing down on you at the same time, and its jaw ain't opening.
I will yell in a very manly and brave fashion for help.
Help! Help! Help!
Alright,
Very manly.
at the end of your turn, the King of Feathers is going to do nothing. It's going to do nothing as a legendary action. Alright, Orvex is going to run in the amphitheater and hide. He's run away.
As he does.
Yeah.
Okay. Here's where we're gonna get a little bit interesting. I'm going to move. Maybe it'll let me select. I'm gonna get to just here. Actually, that's a little bit more than that. We'll go right there. Then I will bonus action revert back to Nim Nim.
Okay, I'll get Nim on the map. Yeah.
Whee! Perfect. Exactly where I want it to be. And then I'm going to point at Orion and I'm going to say, you better wreck crap up. And I'm going to cast Polymorph on Orion.
You are my favorite person that's ever existed.
Oh no. Can't do T-reaction. I will wait. Shit.
What are you polymorphing him into?
Excuse me, sorry. Am I able to do a T-Rex that kind of looks like the King of Feathers or no?
It can be a beast of his challenge rating or lower. So he's level or lower. So it has to be a beast of challenge rating 7 or lower.
7 or lower. Gotcha. Give me a quick sec.
If you want it to be a challenge rating 7, I think the best one's Giant Ape.
I'll take that.
Yeah, it's got multi-attack.
Okay.
Yeah. 8.
Alright, turn him to a giant ape.
Does some pretty good damage too. I think 3d12 or something like that.
Oh man, Roll20 is messing up.
Garbage.
Having a time today.
Yeah, it's been like this since last update.
The update, yeah.
The compendium just it messes up if you try to drag something from it, and just you basically have to reload your page to open character sheets. So it'll be coming in a second. When he is that giant ape, he's too big to be grappled by the King of Feathers, so he basically just expands and pushes himself out of the King of Feathers' mouth. I'll give you the giant ape character sheet to Orion, and you'll have access to that. Check it out. I'm gonna have to wait a second, however, for that to happen, because I need to reload. But anyway, he's a giant ape now.
Incoming!
I'm so happy. I've never been more happy.
Oh, there goes that spell slot, so I'll mark that down.
What's the range on polymorph?
60 feet.
Yep. There it is.
Oh boy, big boy.
It's the same intelligent eyes.
That I gotta.
It's an intelligent upgrade.
As Orion, you mean?
Actually, though.
At the end of your turn, the King of Feathers is going to use a legendary action. Let me fix up your vision as well, Orion. Takes up.
Oh, he also doesn't have advantage on me. I didn't reckless last turn. I tried to escape.
Yeah, let me take that off. Okay. You should have control of the character sheet there. And,
okay.
Just put you in initiative, and then.
Oh hey.
Then I'll take this legendary action. You're on 18, 16.
You gotta fist that dino.
Okay, yeah, the King of Feathers just tries to tail slap you. You're both squeezing, so it's advantage and disadvantage. Use its legendary action to just whoosh, tail whip you, Orion. And the tail slams into your side for 23 points of bludgeoning damage.
Am I still raging?
Yes, you are raging. Yes, because you. Wait, I think I always get confused with this in wild shape. Your statistics are replaced. I'm not sure. I'll look it up. Can't remember if you because you don't have your class features. I'll look it up anyway. I'm pretty sure
there's
you
the
do. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you do. Anyway, well, I'll look that up while Nathan takes his turn.
Should I take 23 damage?
You lose rage. Yeah, you do lose rage. It's a class feature, as I suspected. You don't don't retain your class features. Okay. We got there eventually. Nathan.
There's 30. Bonus action dash. Oops. There. Bonus action dash. Yeah. Can I see this King of Feathers easily, or?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's huge. You've got a clear line of sight up there.
Wasn't sure how tall these stairs were up top of this amphitheater. Yeah, I'll take a little pot shot at it. Why not? 16.
That hits. You have advantage. It's squeezed up next to Orion. 20 points of damage. You put an arrow into its neck, and it's very badly injured. It's starting to kind of sway from side to side.
Yeah. I can't do anything else. Woo.
No how.
He's not here. I think he cut out again.
Oh, he's still gone?
He came back and then this one went back.
Alright, he's going to Firebolt. I'll just have him do a cantrip. The Firebolt slams into the King of Feathers, and then he gets his Metal Sonic to slam into the wasps. The Force Empowered Brand. It breaks through the wasps and kills about a dozen of them. Still about 10 swarming around there. And he doesn't get any closer to the King of Feathers. Alright, the King of Feathers is going to do a couple of things. The first thing is it's going to... Bless you. Is it's going to not squeeze anymore. It's going to move over here. As it moves here, it spins its body, kind of twisting its talons along the ground, and comes in with its tail at Orion. Crash its tail into the giant ape. Orion's hit for 19 bludgeoning damage. So it uses 15 feet to get there. It's going to try and bite Nim.
Yeah.
It brings down its maw and it chomps you, Nim. You take 47 points of piercing damage, and you become grappled and restrained.
Yeah, there goes Polymorph.
Goodbye,
The
giant
polymorph goes down, and Orion, you can shrink back into any one of those 9 squares that you're in. The King of Feathers then uses a bonus action to Misty Step, teleporting with Nim. It drags Nim into its mouth, and Nim is now its new dinner. And it starts running off with the rest of its movement in the other direction, away from the melee combatants. The swarm of wasps, they start harassing Torrin, trying to bite into him. There's not that many wasps left in the swarm now. And they miss. Lollard.
Wow. I guess we're making movement. The chase is on, I guess. So we're gonna go to this point here. That should get us a dash. And then... yeah, that puts us at that point there. Okay, that's gonna be our turn.
You try to chase this thing down, it's so quick, and with that teleportation, it's just even quicker. Torrin.
I am annoyed by the wasps, but I still want to go towards King of Feathers. So I'll just move and see whatever happens to me. 2, 3, 6.
As you move away, a couple of wasps attempt to sting you. And they do.
Amen.
You take 7 points of piercing damage.
Right. So I still have my crossbow, so I start to shoot at the King of Feathers.
This thing is very badly injured. Head. The crossbow bolt just glances it ever so slightly.
It's got a new eye piercing.
Do I also have 2 attacks with a crossbow? This is reloading, right?
It has a
right.
loading property, so you can only do one attack.
Crossbow
Exactly.
expert.
Okay. Then that ends my turn.
Garrick.
How hurt does it look?
It's very badly injured.
I can't take any chances with my first friend on this island. I Misty Step 30 feet. Then run in and try to hit him with an with my blade.
Yeah.
And use a level 1 smite.
You teleport up to the King of Feathers' head. You grab onto some of the feathers that seem to just be kind of almost like a headdress to this thing. It swings its head from side to side. You grip on firmly, and then when you've got an opportunity, you take your flame tongue and raise it up above your head. Green and orange flames shoot through the blade. You stab it down directly into the King of Feathers' skull, and fire just bursts out of its eyes. It sinks down onto the ground, collapsing. It shatters the top step of the amphitheater, puts a crater in the floor, and it shakes all of the surrounding area. Nim spills out of its maw onto the ground.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
We got food for days.
How are you, my friend?
Wow.
I hurt.
I put my hand on him and give him 10 hit points.
These wasps are still trying to poke everyone in the eyeball, so we're staying in initiative until they're dealt
Well,
with.
okay. Oh, sorry. Then I can't heal him. You
Okay.
didn't get 10 hit points. Well, I have to end my turn. Sorry.
Ryan.
I will run down as far as I can to here. Now that I'm not raging, I can't because he's 35 feet away.
How many wasps can you put on a crossbow bolt?
Make some shish kebabs.
You skewer them all perfectly.
I will do nothing. I will. I'll take off my shield as an action, and I'll grab my bow.
Okay.
And that's it.
Nim.
I'm just gonna frickin' touch myself appropriately, as always. Level 3rd, and I'm gonna get so. Oh, that's so poop. I'll take it though. I'll take that health.
Nathan.
I'm gonna stab it. Yeah.
And you skewer the final 10 wasps all up on the rapier. Got a nice 10 wasp shish kebab there.
I need some flames. Anybody got some flames?
I have some flames. Hold on,
Yeah, go roast your bee kebab over a feathery dinosaur that's still smoking.
I hold my sword on the rapier.
Alright, they're all nice and roasted up.
Pop them in my mouth.
They
Tastes like shit.
it's
I
like
kind of look strange at Nathan.
It's like popping candy when you eat them. They're just kind of popping in your mouth, and you spit out the stinger tail.
Sure, that's healthy.
Why not?
I need to rest.
Yeah, we all probably need a long rest.
After we just finished a short rest.
I'll just
I
keep
know.
watch then.
Maybe not a long rest, but we can do a short rest.
Yeah. If you want to long rest, you'd
Shouldn't we
probably-
move on somewhere safe? Maybe he has a father.
Just keeps getting bigger and bigger.
Yeah, you've got about
Isn't he the
22
father?
hours before you can long rest again, or or at least 14 hours
I'm
before
gonna-
you can start to long rest.
Keep an eye and ear out for that giant red lizard in the air.
We rest inside.
Make a perception check.
Oh, yeah, Captain.
Nim, I give you 8 hit points.
I'll take the 8.
You take a look around and you don't see that dragon flying around anywhere.
Alright. Probably a good thing, probably a bad thing.
So what are you guys doing?
I think we can afford a
I'll
short
put-
rest inside.
I'll just also use some lay on hands on myself to regain some hit points. Let's say 15.
I thought we couldn't get the short rest yet.
No, long rest.
Long rest.
Can't have a
yeah.
long
Long
rest.
rest is once every
Okay.
24 hours. Short
okay.
rest is whenever you want, really. It takes an hour though. You know, obviously, you're not going to short rest if there's an enemy in front of you. Or maybe you will. I don't know how hardcore you are.
Just give us a moment.
Let's get inside.
Alright, so you guys
It's tea time.
choose to rest inside the city. Alright, let me just see if anything happens during this short rest.
I'm just keeping an eye out. I don't need any of that kind of stuff.
Hold up. I have to check to see if anything happens, if anything interrupts you. So take that hit die back, Garrick. I'll let you know if you can take a short rest. I have to see if it... no one burn hit die, please. Give your hit dice back and erase those hit points. Amu is a living city. There are all sorts of things moving around here. I need to check to see if you guys encounter anything during the hour. So
The freaking Yuan-Ti come.
yeah, you're hunted by the Yuan-Ti as well. And there is an encounter as you guys rest here in the ruins. It's about 10 minutes into your rest. So you're resting inside this large, long building, and all of a sudden, swinging in through some open windows, grabbing onto some vines, and moving
Tarzan.
through all the halls is Tarzan.
Hey.
Where's she? I don't know.
Me, Jane. 3 apes. This obviously is not the map, but we don't really need a map. It's 3 apes, and you notice that along the ceiling, near some of the vines, there are these exotic-looking fruit growing, and they seem to just be kind of picking the fruit and gathering it up. And one of them kind of looks down at you all. And, starts aggressively oohing.
I do it back at him.
Make an intimidation check.
Is that a polymorph not wear off on your brain yet?
Oh yeah. I'm on
What did you
-1
say about my
intimidation.
I don't know. You obviously don't
I
speak
grow-
ape because you said something really mean. No, I'm joking. They start to get increasingly aggressive now. And they seem to be they show signs of defending their food.
I try to roll like a leopard or a jaguar.
You
Growl.
try to growl like a jaguar.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah.
Want a performance check
Make
on
an
that.
animal handling check, Garrick, to see how
Okay.
your animal
Mm.
sounds are. The apes get spooked. They take their fruit and they back away. One of them throws
Ape.
some poop at Nathan though at the last second.
Oh! Can I dodge it? Can I get a dex save for that?
Yeah, make a dex save.
Alright.
DC's 25.
Oh, we made it! Oh my god.
Easy.
Okay.
And if there's gonna be any left over, I'm gonna evade that with evasion. Because I don't want that shit on me.
You dodge it. Alright.
That's a pretty good throw. That was a pretty good damn throw.
Alright, you guys scare away the apes. And you guys didn't really do anything strenuous, so it doesn't actually interrupt your rest at all. And nothing else happens during that hour. Everyone take a short rest. You need to do something more strenuous than, making animal sounds to interrupt the short rest.
If nobody else wants it, I want to attune to the helmet.
Oh, yeah.
Good. Alright. Save my slots for something better.
Helm of Telepathy.
Damn, Ryan.
Yeah.
That's like almost half my HP right there.
All right.
You know,
While we're doing
What?
this, I want everyone to go onto their character sheet and
Yes.
go to the resources section. It's those boxes on the right-hand side of your sheet underneath your personality traits and whatnot. And make a new resource called water. And make make the maximum amount 2 and the current amount 2, because that's how much water you have. If you're in light armor, you drink 2 gallons per day, and that's enough to get you through. If you're in medium, you need twice as much because you're sweating constantly. It's very hot, very humid, and you're constantly adventuring. So you need 4 gallons. And if you're in heavy armor, you need 6 gallons of water. We've been kind of tracking water most of the time. The party's been able to get water every day. However, you suspect that if you're heading into a tomb, it may be harder to get water. Thus, we need to track it.
I need to talk to the group. Do you guys want to carry some of my shit? I bought some stuff in the port when I was last there, and it's super heavy. I'm not over encumbered, but it's getting pretty close.
Do you need all of it?
No, I just bought it for the campaign, basically.
I can carry stuff.
Alright. I got 3 hempen ropes, 10 flasks of oil, 1 block and tackle, 20 pitons, whatever.
I'll
That's
take
pretty
your
much
rope. That's like 20 pounds, right?
Yeah, you can take 2 of them. I'll take 1.
Okay.
It's 20 pounds, yeah. Anybody want the oil? Anybody want the block and tackle?
I take the oil.
How much
One
oil
thing
do
is
you
not
guys
really
want?
the thing that I would call it.
I want oil for my magical lamp.
Alright, I'll give you 5. Anybody want the block and tackle?
I've
What
honestly
is
never
that,
been in a
actually?
campaign where that has come up and been useful.
You know what's sad? For us to get resupplied with basic stuff, we have to wait for a new party member to come on.
Well, I got
Fair
gold. You said roll for gold, whatever. It's like, alright. I just bought a
And then
bunch
they
of shit.
bring this.
Block and tackle is
Alright,
pretty useful. You can like hoist things like 4 times their weight. You could like
Yeah.
lift the King of
Yeah.
Feathers up and hang it up
Instead
like
of
in the middle.
pulleys with a cable
Very nice.
threaded through them, and a hook to attach objects. A block and tackle allows you to hoist up to 4 times. Yeah. So yeah, you can lift like fucking boulders and shit.
Yeah, it's official.
Oh.
Like, you hang up the King of Feathers.
I take the block and tackle.
He's a pinata.
It's 5 pounds.
Seb, I got a
Much.
water question for you.
Yeah.
I'm wearing mithril medium armor.
Mithril's
Yeah,
so
it's supposed
light
to,
it doesn't hinder you. You just
Okay.
you have the basic 2 gallons. You also can drink your fill of water before entering the tomb, and that way you've got 2 gallons head start for tomorrow.
Yeah, jug of alchemy.
At the end of every long rest, I'll do like a water check to see what everyone's got.
I have a jug of alchemy.
Oh,
This is my jug. No
Oh.
touch.
I'm
That's
pretty
very
sure.
nice. And wasn't there someone who could create water?
I think our cleric friend can.
Actually, I can too.
Nim should be able to, I think, create water.
Damn, dude. Yeah, we're good. We got good berries. We got water.
You probably.
Awesome.
Do you guys have the spell prepared?
Yeah.
Not today.
Yeah, I do.
Oh yeah. Garrick over here just doing circles and squares and shit.
Lallard's got the spell prepared, so you may want to hold off on expending that spell slot if you're not sure if you're going to have enough water.
Yeah, it takes up a level 3 spell slot though, guys. So I mean, I guess we use it at the very
Yeah, whenever
Necessity?
definitely needed.
Yeah, if
Yeah,
you
exactly.
if you don't have enough water, then you basically need to make a con save against being exhausted, and it's worse if you're in heavier armor.
Also, do you have create water as a first level spell?
Nope.
Because we
I
could use
just-
Okay.
Oh, well, I have it, but I don't have it prepared.
Okay.
For tomorrow, I'll just prepare Goodberry and Creator Destroy Water, and then we can.
Nim always
use
has
that.
water.
Yeah, we should be fine. Save your spell, your 3rd level spell, dude. I think we have enough.
Okay,
Yeah, you
so the sun's beaming down on you guys. You finish
That's-
your rest. You step out of the amphitheater. It's bright. Your eyes adjust to the sunlight, and it's so humid.
Let's get out of here, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Before
Orvex,
the
are you satisfied?
father of that one comes.
If Orvex is satisfied, we'll head over to the entrance.
Yes. I
I'm
am
gonna keep.
pleased to have seen the amphitheater. I can rest easy now, knowing that I have seen such an ancient structure.
Think about all the interesting thing you're gonna find in the tomb of the gods.
Oh.
You guys go.
Always so positive.
Okay.
You're just gonna drop down 10 feet off that?
You guys head up to the entrance.
we
9
fully
copper
split up.
cubes in hand.
I figured you. Yeah. Entrance is right here. Any ambushes from the Yanti?
Now, UNT don't seem to have come across you guys yet. Perhaps the Red Wizards have been holding them at bay. So, let me describe this area to you guys. It's not the first time you've been up here. Alright, I'm going to just lay down a couple of ground rules.
Okay.
And everyone listen carefully. So, when you are in this part of the campaign, it's particularly deadly, and by the end of the session everyone will need to have a backup character. If your character dies, then we're going to take a 10-minute break at that exact moment, and we'll introduce a new character when when we get back. If you make a new character, your character has standard array for ability scores and standard starting equipment. That's to prevent people from purposely killing their character. You shouldn't want your character to die, and you have standard starting gear. You're not able to buy anything from the player's handbook to try and metagame and bring items in like that with meta knowledge. So it's going to be a character that you will enjoy, but there's not going to be an advantage from dying. Basically, dying should not want to die. When you are on this map, pay careful attention to where you're standing. If you're standing in a particular square, if your token is in that square, that is where you'll be standing. So, make sure you're constantly paying attention to where you are, where you're moving, and your surroundings. If something goes off and you're in that square, you won't have a chance to say that, I was here or there, or you'll be in that particular square. Also, when you enter every room, I will read out a description for every room. Listen carefully to the description. It could hold many clues. I can repeat it if you need it, and sometimes it's not easy to absorb what I'm reading out when there's a lot going on, different things you're checking, spells, character sheets. So if you need me to say it again, I will. Make sure you don't interrupt me, because people will be listening for important clues. And that's pretty much it. Be very careful, particularly where you're standing as well.
Also, I have a question. If it's particularly long of a description, could you put it in the chat box, or is that too meta?
I prefer to read it out.
Okay.
And I can just explain things in more detail as well. You can ask to take a look at this, and we'll just do it naturally how I've been running it. Yeah, that's all. Just like a bit of a foreword. Now, as you guys arrive... Oh, yeah,
Sorry.
sure.
Sorry. One question. We can rob our own corpses, right?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Just wondering.
Yeah. You'll be out if you die. Then you can, the party, probably want to take you a send off. Send you off, but you can take the items from dead characters. And then new characters just have standard starting gear, so it's not going to mess up with the item or magic item economy or anything like that.
Okay.
When new characters are introduced, keep in mind that if your character dies, there's no bringing them back. All right, so
I have another question.
Sure.
We're level 7. Also, the new characters are level 7,
Yeah,
right?
same level. You'll be the same level.
And
Level
if
7
I
points.
haven't made a backup character yet, because I decided that if my character would die, then I would make one up during the week and then join the next session. So that's changed now, which means that I don't have a backup character right now, and I'm not sure if 10 minutes would be enough for me to make a backup character. How would we solve that, at least during this session?
Don't die this session.
Okay, I like that.
Okay.
If that, at the end of the session, I'll make sure everyone's got a character sheet and backup character. If you happen to die this session, I'll figure something out. Probably, you'll kind of be a zombie or something like that. I'll figure it out. But hopefully, you won't die today.
Bringing back the reference, huh? But you weren't expecting to pull that out so early in the game.
Well, for me, it would be okay to just join in again next session if that happens. I mean, it's okay for me.
I don't want to shut anyone out from being able to participate in the session. So I'll figure something out. You'd still be able to participate.
Okay.
All right. So you guys enter to near the base of the cliffs. There is a 15-foot tall obelisk of cracked stone draped with vines and black moss. Behind it, you see a dark passageway obscured by withered creepers, and a second smaller tunnel burrows into the base of a cliff to the east. 3 stone gargoyles watch you from narrow ledges carved into the cliffside. Each has the face of a bearded devil, its mouth agape in a silent scream.
Hello?
Hello.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That was it.
No.
Did we check the obelisk last time?
We haven't yet, but Millhouse
Don't
is
think
trying
so.
to convince me to push it over.
Let's check it over from top to bottom.
Alright,
Or we
Yeah,
can push it over.
but be careful with these gargoyles. I mean, they could attack, right?
Yeah, keep an eye on them.
there was
Okay, you
something.
check out the thing, and then we keep an eye on those.
Okay. I go check behind vines and everything on the obelisk.
Can I ready an arrow from my crossbow if the gargoyles move?
Is there writing or glyphs or anything on the obelisk?
The obelisk is kind of obscured by all these vines. You guys had actually found something on it last time.
Oh, okay.
When you point your crossbow at the gargoyles, Torrin, they edge forward slightly, and they look like they're ready to pounce. If when you point a crossbow at them, they see that as quite hostile. But they don't pounce, but they're ready. You feel like they'd definitely leap at you if you attack them. You're getting that kind of vibe. Anyway, you guys had actually found a warning on this obelisk, and it's still kind of cleared out of the way. It says this: "Fear the night when the Forsaken One seizes death's mantle, and the seas dry up, and the dead rise. And I, Asarak the Eternal, reap the world of the living. Those who dare enter, take heed."
The enemies oppose. One stands between them. In darkness it hides. Don the mask or be seen. Speak no truth to the doomed child. The keys turn on the inside only.
That
Wait,
mask we found, do I still have it, or is it in the loot bag or whatever?
Yeah, you can get it out. I would think that Millhouse is kind of carrying all that bulky treasure in his bag of holding.
Well, my suggestion is, who's taking lead? Whoever it does may want to keep that mask nearby.
It may be like a specific mask we find. Like, it may not be just like a random one we found, maybe.
Yeah, and it's in the middle of the text, so I don't think it's starting with. It seems to be different parts somehow. It doesn't make sense in one go.
Well, it said that the enemies oppose, right? Isn't the Orvex, isn't the story you were telling us all about like pairs of animals, like pairs of the trickster gods?
The trickster gods. Yes. I never told you the entire legend, but you guys saw it anyway, and he can reiterate that if you need it. The legend of the 9 gods. Each one of them have an enemy.
I move a little bit closer to the door and then cast Divine Sense. Is that what it's called? I always forget the name on it.
Yeah. You set out a pulse of divine sense. And you don't detect any hallowed ground or fey or fiend or undead. It's all clear. There's a short tunnel here. It ends at a slab of worked stone, whose edges are marked by relief carvings of grinning skulls. There are 4 lions engraved at the center of the slab, one across from another, to form a star, with both ends of each line marking the location of a cube-shaped cavity cut into the door. 8 cavities in all.
Okay.
And how many trickster gods are there?
9.
9 total.
There's 9? Okay.
We need 8 of the puzzle cubes to open this door.
Is the story in the where can we access the story sub?
The Legend of the 9 Gods?
Yeah.
It's in the I'll move
Just leave it in a
folder.
tab. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Just leave it in a tab.
I'll move this stuff down into the chapter 5 folder at the bottom so it's easier for you guys to locate.
So there's 9.
Including the that warning as well.
So there's 8. But there's 9. Where the hell's the 9th one?
What the?
One. What's up?
What the keyholes on the
Alright,
door?
that was that was over here where I was describing. This is something else here where you guys are. So in this area there are alcoves running along the length of a narrow tunnel, and each one features a bestial statue standing or squatting above a basin of oil. And moving from the hall, there is Moa, the Jakuli, and Wongo, the Sioux monster. Here's that handout of the gods as well, by the way.
Look at them.
There is Ijin, the Almiraj, Obalaka, the Zorbo, Papazotl, the Eblis, Kubazan, the Frogamoth, Nang Nang, the Grung, and Shigambi, the Kumadan.
This one once more. I'm writing it down with the locations. What was this one?
I'll put them in order. It's like from top to bottom, left to right. So Moa, Wongo, Ijin, Oberlucker, Papazotl,
Awesome.
Kubazan,
Kubazan,
Ning,
okay.
Shigambi.
Shigambi.
So
Okay.
each of the monsters. Sorry.
Yeah, the statues are 3 feet tall. They're made of stone, and there is a basin of oil resting at the base of the statue.
I
So
place each tablet at the feet of each figure.
You're pulling the puzzle cubes out of the bag of holding.
I had that. I don't have them in the bag of holding. I have them in my
backpack.
bag.
Okay.
Yeah.
When you pull out the puzzle cubes, the basin lights up
Okay.
with a green flame. With a green flame.
Do the figures change in any form? Or?
No, they're lit up though, and you can see the green fire illuminating their forms.
I didn't sense anything while I was moving inside here. Divine sense.
Divine
is for 1
sense
minute.
is no, it's like an instant thing. It's kind of like
Well, it's
pulse.
an instant thing. Okay.
Yeah, you kind of let it out, and then it doesn't continue though. So yeah,
But still,
Everything
I would...
okay there? Carrick?
Yeah,
No, we're all
yeah.
dead.
Just some light. Just some light through.
Okay.
If I move away, does the oil stop burning?
it does.
Okay, so as I go along here, since I have all the tablets, the flame starts and turns off
Yeah,
along each figure.
yeah. It's only
Okay.
when you're kind of within 5 feet of them do the flames light up, and then they kind of go away when you move away from them.
Okay. So the figure we are missing is Unk.
Yeah. I just gonna check this back wall, see if there's anything hidden.
Make a perception check.
Ooh.
You
Plus
take a
8
look,
coming
and
to...
it's just a flat, smooth wall that's been carved out of the cliffside. There's nothing special about it.
Anything interesting, Nathan?
I don't know. I haven't seen anything.
I trust he has better sight than me, so I move away again. Memorize the names in the order they were statued. And I didn't feel anything, not from the gargoyles either when I used Divine Sense, anything in this area.
They're
at all.
elemental creatures. They come from the elemental plane of Earth.
Nothing behind the door either, because
It doesn't go through
I don't know.
doors.
Oh, it doesn't go through now. Okay.
Not behind total cover.
Okay.
It's not desecrated or anything like that.
Well, let's check the door. I don't
Go
know.
ahead. I'll
Where's the entrance?
find those gargoyle thingies.
I don't go all the way in. I just check the door from a distance.
Okay. So it's got basically these 4 lines, and they cross one another to form a star. And then at the end of each of the star, there's a cube-shaped cavity. 8 cavities that would fit the puzzle cubes.
Mm-hmm. And if I read the story right that you'll put out, what the trickster gods, Mua was opposed to Wangu, so like the statues are all opposed to each other. Anyone wants to try this?
Yeah, sure. The door has.
There is one thing missing from the tale that
What?
I have not shared with you. The legend
Yes,
of
share.
Ankh. All the while, Ankh the flail snail lived deep under the earth. The noise of the other animals fighting made her slither up to the surface And when day dawned over her, her shell glowed. The light blinded Ubtail and made his eyes water. Life returned to Amul, and the people built shrines to honor the animals who had saved them. I don't know if that helps. I thought you should know.
It might.
I go in again and check the end of the wall here.
When you move up to the end of the wall, Garrick, you start to see a bit of light seeping out of the wall. Make a perception check with advantage.
It's gonna go so well.
You just kind of see a bit of light seeping out of the wall, but that's about it.
I would say just some light in the wall.
That seems important.
So the thing is, we have 8 holes in the door, and then there's 9 puzzle cubes, and we know which 8 we have to use. We only don't know which one goes in which hole, right?
I pretty much figured that one out, but the second line in the warning is the thing that troubles me. One stands between them, and that's Ankh. And there's no place for Ankh on the door.
But when you walk to the end of this hallway with Ankh, something lit up? Is that right?
Yeah, there was some light on the wall. Not important.
I feel like that's important. Do you have the Ankh thing?
I give you the Ankh tablet.
Okay. I will go down to the edge of the wall and try to see this light for myself.
It sure enough lights up. The wall seems to glow. And you can make a perception check with advantage to check it out, Orion. You're not seeing a door or anything like that. I mean, the wall is literally glowing. And where are these puzzle cubes? Handouts as well. Let's take a look at all these puzzle cubes again. Ijin, Kubazan, Moa, Nang Nang, Obalaka, Papazotl, Shigambi, Unk, Wongo. You notice an outline, like the light kind of seeps through the wall there, Ryan, and there's a secret door. You can see the seams, you know exactly where to push or pull and pull it open if you wish.
I would love to pull it open. Guys, I found something.
Right.
I walk in and say, how the heck didn't I see that?
You guys go in there. I'll keep an eye on the gargoyles and follow after the last one.
There's the statue of Ankh, the flail snail, and hanging off one of these kind of pseudopods, a flail snail, it's got these tentacles coming out of its head, and it's kind of almost like the head of a mace or something. Looks like this. Now, hanging from one of those pseudopods is an amulet, a golden amulet shaped like an eye. It's hanging off the statue.
Touch the amulet.
It feels amulety.
It didn't explode, fortunately, so I'll take the amulet.
Before he does that, I'd use another divine sense just to check if it's evil, because my first one didn't go all the way in here.
It's fine. You don't get any sort of aura from the amulet at all.
I'll pick it up. Take a look at it.
Looks like that.
Ooh.
Is it possible to see through the stone, or is the
Oh,
backside
did
metal?
it not move? What about now? Can you see the alcove here?
Yeah.
The star at the end.
Yeah, that's where the Ankh statue is. Is that what you're talking about?
No, I was asking about the amulet. Do you see
you mean
through
like
the
a
stone,
lens?
or
Sorry.
is it has it a backplate?
Yeah, you actually could see through it. You could potentially. The light would be filtered kind of reddish.
I'll hold up my eye and look through it then.
You see Garrick on the other side
Which
looking at you. You see a giant eyeball.
Ah,
There's a giant monster in front of you.
Don't
Its eye
look
is
at me.
massive.
Look at the statues and other stuff.
okay.
I'm not magical.
No, you look
Okay,
around.
I'm magical, but
You look around with it, Orion. You're not seeing anything special. Everything looks normal through the amulet.
try the
Great.
door outside.
You guys, why is there oil with the statues? Maybe we should do something with that. Maybe
I don't know.
you need to
Yeah.
be dipped in the oil or something.
Well, do they turn? Does the fire turn? Does it go off when we take the puzzle cubes away?
Yeah.
Yeah,
They light up. It's like some
they light up for me.
sensor lights.
Is it the oil that's burning?
The oil doesn't. I mean, yeah, the basins of oil is where the fire's coming from, but it doesn't really seem to burn away
Right.
or anything like that.
Ever burning oil.
So, Garrick, what's your idea on how to put the puzzle cubes into the door then?
You put each god with the opposing god on the other side.
Which one?
The enemies oppose. The enemies oppose. So I think if we put it in the star, then it's on one side you have one god and the opposing god on the other side, and then you take the next one on every opposing god on each corner of the star. But
And in the order up to down from the same.
I don't think the order has anything to say. Because maybe we could try in the order of the statues.
Orion, as you move near the obelisk, you start to get tugged by the amulet.
I don't like that.
Tugging you. Hardcore.
Hi, buddy.
Toward the obelisk? Oh,
No,
somewhere else.
You kind of got near the obelisk and now it's kind of yanking your chain. Or you're yanking its chain. Or there's some yanking going on.
Guys,
Hi,
it's
buddy.
yanking me.
Just take it off.
Let's
I'm
follow
pushing
him.
it.
Let's see where it leads.
I think this is good.
Yeah, sure.
He found
Do
the
you
back
want me to
door.
help you?
If I am about to dive into some lava or something, then help me. But for now, let's see where this goes.
Okay, great.
Wait a second.
I'll be right here.
Wait a second. Before you do that, I grab around your waist and tie a rope around you, just so we have something to tug you on.
And then I'm going to also tap him on the shoulder and cast this.
Thank you, sir.
Ooh.
Okay.
Orion or experimental rat.
Yeah.
Alright,
I
so
just
Garrick
go,
and
okay.
Orion, you guys are tethered?
Well, he's tethered and I'm holding the rope.
Okay. So you've got it around your waist, and oh no, you've got it around his waist. So basically, you're walking Orion, you're taking him for a walk.
Yeah.
I don't like this.
Walkies for Orion.
Okay. And it just kind of stops. There's no more tugging.
I give him like 10 feet, so he doesn't jank me off my feet, but I'm ready to hold him if he falls or something like
Okay.
that into a pit.
The tugging stopped, and it's just you just kind of brung to some shrubbery.
Can I start clearing the shrubbery away, look in the side to see if it's hiding anything?
You take a look in the shrub and dig around in there, and there's just a couple of small insects crawling around, and it's just a shrub. There's nothing special about it.
Wait, also, we This came from the Unk statue, which was like the story was about him being underground, right? Should we dig?
If we should
Sure.
dig, we should dig under the obelisk.
Well, I mean, then why would it lead us here to this spot, though?
Misdirection.
Let's take a 10-minute break now, and
Okay.
Oh,
we'll be back soon.
It'll let Nathan eat.
yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go back too. God damn it.
Oh.
Oh, well.
About that 2-hour mark. If you want to time it for next time.
Now you can get that efficient time of eating.
I'll see you guys soon.
Fair enough. See you guys in 10.
So anybody still here?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, I'll be right here. Just eating my food. I'll be muted.
Anyone got any ideas?
Yeah, I think we
should we try to try to move the obelisk?
Maybe later, but I think going underground could be a good solution. So
And maybe
I think-
check the wall first
The
before
wall
we
would
start
be
digging.
ground in a way.
Yeah,
I was
we
away.
can do both, right? There's 8 of us.
Yeah.
7 if you don't count Orphan.
Did you guys find something? I was away when you guys found it.
The amulet was pulling Orion toward the far left of the map.
I was
Then
gonna
it kind of
check
like
that area, too.
stopped. And he doesn't know
and
why.
what I think is strange is if you see the map here, as the picture he's given us as a resting page, there are 9 holes.
Not
The other door only had 8 holes.
Mm-hmm. This might be like
Right.
on the side of that secret one.
And that makes more sense because if you set Ankh in the middle, like one stands between them in the text, then you can send Ankh in the middle.
That seems like logical. Yeah.
And you have
maybe-
each opposing goes in each corner and
Yeah.
They
that
go
would work.
opposite of Unk in the
opposite sides.
Maybe we should also try to look through the Golden Eye amulet again. Well, it's here.
Yeah.
We should just try everything. I mean, it doesn't hurt us, so.
Who knows? Who knows?
Yeah. I think it's just experimenting, which is fun. We'll see.
And before anybody does anything, just wait a second. I mean, if there's a lever or something like that, don't just grab it. I don't think it's
Aw,
healthy to.
I'm kidding.
That's
Right.
my job as a road. Just
Try
that's the thing.
to.
I played a barbarian in the last campaign I was playing with somebody, and we were in a dungeon, and yeah, as a barbarian goes, he was stupid, more stupid than usual.
That's not a
Well,
lever, that's a mace stuck in the wall. I'll take that.
Be right back.
Yeah.
I need to refill my water real fast.
It's on quality H2O.
Gatorade.
That's not quality H2O. That's the solution with a lot of sugar.
Gotta get them electrolytes.
I sinned today. Was it McDonald's?
I didn't catch it. You said something about McDonald's?
Yeah, I sinned today. I was at McDonald's.
Mm.
I was too lazy to make my own burger at home.
feel
Which
that.
tastes 10 times as good as that one McDonald's.
Oh,
anyway.
Of course. Yeah. I made roasted potato thingamabobs bites with steak bites. I really wish I had some fry sauce right now.
I don't know what I'm gonna do for tomorrow. I have some duck still.
Duck.
Yeah. Some filled duck with bacon. Twinton bacon, yeah. Some cheese-filled duck with bacon around.
Do you like
And
duck in a
some
blanket?
and some applesauce or something like that.
Applesauce.
Yeah,
Jeez,
sauce
quite-
with a normal gravy sauce with a sweet taste to it.
Oh.
Sweet taste to duck, very nice.
So you're not from the U.S., are you? Where are you from?
Original or where I'm
Yeah,
living?
Original. Yeah, original.
Germany.
Okay. I had a feeling. I was just wondering because you have a strong accent, so.
I'm living in Norway.
Norway. Nice. Hey, why'd you move from Germany to Norway?
Ask my parents.
Fair enough.
I never did. Mostly because it's so much fun to say just that sentence.
Yeah, I could see.
I used that sentence since childhood. So, everybody ready to die?
We're fine. We're absolutely fine. We're not going to lose anybody.
What's your backup character, Ryan?
It's Warlock.
I was
Oh,
thinking
shit.
about making a warlock.
Mine
shit.
too. Mine too. It's gonna end with a warlock team.
Every encounter will have a short rest.
I was gonna have a sorcerer warlock because I've never made a multi-class before.
Ever?
Never. I'm not
hope
really fond of splitting up my power and taking longer to get.
I don't know, because if you think about it, there's a couple of like a fighter with 1 level barbarian gets rage.
Yeah, but you
And
can't
half
rage in heavy
damage.
armor.
Back.
That's true.
You have to be like a dex fighter or something, so you have the extra dex with the medium armor.
Mm.
That's me right now.
Yeah.
I can see your point, because I'm behind on spells with my sorcerer then.
You also did a fuck ton of damage though. Which
Yeah,
is very nice.
yeah, sometimes, but the problem is I just have one attack, and compared to Thorin, who has 2, so you have to hit with that attack.
Mm-hmm.
But I
got one
can
attack too.
deal I can deal a lot of damage. That's right. And I'm getting an interesting ability in the next level if I get that far.
Paladin or sorcerer?
I'm a stone sorcerer. 2 levels in paladin and rest in stone sorcerer. New class. Uncharted Arcana class. Which give me the ability to make a shield around somebody, and if they get attacked, I can teleport to them and attack that person who attacked them.
It's pretty fancy.
As a reaction. I just have to ask Sebastian if I can use Warcaster for that.
Oh, he's
What's
back.
up?
Ooh.
I'm back.
It's dark.
You're back.
So why is it so dark?
You just gotta scroll down.
You're here.
We're not
You
in that part
scared
of the
me,
map.
Sebastian.
He's probably been here for like 2 minutes.
Okay, so here we are. You guys uncovered a secret wall that held a statue of Ankh hanging from the pseudopod. It's a golden amulet shaped like an eye. When Orion went near the obelisk, he felt a tug from the amulet, and it drew him to this little bushy area near the cliff face.
Can I look through the thing at the wall at the area?
Make a perception check. It's
I'm
just,
giving him some extra rope.
Whoops.
Cool.
It's
You're
just
great.
like heavy undergrowth. Just the walls, just literally vines, and there's brush, bushes.
Let's hack our way to underground. Maybe there's something behind it.
I'll pass the amulet over to Nathan, so he can take a look.
Oh, I still have the power.
The amulet's not
Yeah,
doing anything.
it's
It's just
Over here.
it seems to have just stopped doing whatever it's doing.
Nathan,
Literally.
go over to the right side, to the obelisk, and see if the amulet does anything again.
Obelisk that's way over here.
This is the obelisk.
Oh, the obelisk. Oh.
Yeah, it's made of black stone. It's about 30 feet high. It's huge black spire sticking up out of the ground. Alright, you have the amulet, and when you get near it, the amulet's like tugging you. Tug, 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 tug.
It's killing me. Oh!
And it basically knocks you into Orion,
Y'all are doing great.
and then it stops tugging.
So either we have to tip the obelisk over, because something beneath it drives the amulet away. But why does it just go in this direction? It didn't go in the other direction.
I try to become the bush and look for something that's why it's tugging me towards it.
Alright, well, there's the bush, but then there's, it's just like thick foliage, all these bright green leaves and vines just draping the entire cliff face. You can
Somebody
make a
has an axe.
perception check, Nathan.
Become the bush.
We're just closing our eyes too much.
You take a look, and you realize that there's actually a passageway behind all the foliage.
He just had to become the bush.
You can see a passageway there. It's completely covered though. It's just, it's like a wall of vines and greenery.
Ryan, you're demoted from scout. I'm putting the rope around Nathan.
Putting him on a leash.
Come on,
Oh.
Nathan. Seek.
Mush.
Yeah.
Nim. Orbex. Millhouse.
We found something.
Oh, I'm here. I'm
Come along.
coming. Yes.
Oh,
Alright, so you're untethering Orion?
Yeah, and tethering Nathan.
Really?
Nathan, the new dog.
There's gonna be a pit somewhere.
Alright, how much,
But I can see it. I'm pretty good at seeing things.
How much slack are you
Sometimes.
10 feet.
Alright, so
You
there's
can-
it's
you
just like
can-
a wall of greenery here. It's just a thick draping of vines and green leaves and
Someone got like a axe or something I can use.
It's beautiful.
shrubbery.
I give him my hand axe.
Strength based, isn't
Alright,
it?
you start hacking away at the shrubberies.
I'm gonna
And-
put guidance on Nathan too,
Nim
just in
tried a
case.
little.
Alright, you
I'm
yeah,
weak.
you can hack through it. It's just it's just shrubbery. It's not going to attack you back. You hack through it, and
God.
you manage to actually uncover an archway in the cliff face. As you look ahead, you see some stone skulls at about kind of here and here. They're peering down at you from the lintel of the archway. There's old bones all over the floor. As light strikes this entrance, a swarm of bats. They kind of screech out from within and then disperse, fluttering up into the
I'll
sky.
attack one of them when it goes away.
You can attack them if you want. Is that
With
what
a
you want
hand
to do?
axe. With a hand axe, sure.
Okay. They turn on you and attack you back when you try to swing at them. They start fluttering and screeching and trying to bite you on the face.
Oh, God.
Now, keep in mind you can't get more than 10 feet away from Garrick either. You're tethered to him.
Initiated combat against a swarm of bats. My bad, guys.
We need the XP, man.
It's actually Nim's turn at the moment, Garrick.
Oh, sorry.
Alright. The bats, they were just kind of dispersing, but when you try to
They attacked me.
cutting through them, they turn around and they just start screeching in your face and look like they're gonna scratch you and whatnot. Nim.
If I can, I want to use my racial feat of speak with small beasts and be like, just leave him alone. He's just dumb. Hopefully.
Make a. Show me the ability. You can communicate small ideas and things like that, right?
Yeah.
Simple ideas.
I'm wondering if it would count.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah, it will. You can make a persuasion check.
Please. Maybe not. Almost nature not the best about communicating it.
They just screech loudly. Get fuck him up!
I tried.
Rules are really bad tonight. Maybe we should just quit and start over next week.
Load the last quick save.
Yeah, I was like, quick save, quick load, quick load.
Garrick.
Nims was trying to be like,
I use my bonus action to light up the sword and just flambe the.
Alright, it's actually hard to hit them because they're a swarm. So the
I missed.
the first you've got a lot of damage types going on there.
The first is the sword and the spell.
Okay. Alright, I'm gonna I might have to make you a separate macro there, Garrett, because you've got different damage types and it's gonna take me I'm gonna have to do long division to figure out
It's
Long division, Jesus.
because
it's just in your
there's different damage types in there, they're not separated. So I'm not able to
they are separated if you put the okay.
Yeah, but it will be way easier if I'm gonna make you a modifier instead. So
Okay.
The box.
Yeah.
Makes it pretty.
Just so it's separated, just because it's very difficult for me to separate the different damage types there. Not for now, but when we're in the middle of a big battle or something.
Okay, I will use that one.
Yeah, there's a 2d6 fire damage thing that I made.
Yeah, and then I use my normal attack.
Or something like that. Just so they're separated with the different damage types as well. Alright, so it's it would be 1 slashing damage, and then the other fire is
16.
Yeah,
16 fire
and then
damage.
that one on the right is the green flame damage, right? Splash damage?
The 16 is the green flame damage and the fire damage from the flame tongue.
Alright, what's the 11 damage? The splash damage?
That's the splash damage for the next target.
Okay. Alright. You hack through the bats, and you almost wipe the entire swarm away. Fire just burns into them. The actual blade itself is not very effective. It is resistant.
Okay.
The fireworks, good to roast them all. Nathan.
Stop the axe and pull out my rapier and stab.
That
Yeah.
you now have a skewer of bats on the end of your rapier.
Don't eat that. I recommend not.
You've heard that eating bats is not good for the world.
Recently, I've heard about this guy. He got really sick.
Alright,
I
the
don't
bats are
recommend.
dead. They're just harmless bats. They're not worth any experience points.
Someone got prestidigitation. Get this freaking blood off my blade.
So, anyway, about 20 feet in, beyond the vine-draped archway, this is all kind of worked stone now as well. The walls are fairly smooth. The arch itself is worked into the cliff face. You've got like a 12-foot high arched corridor, and there's this slab of worked stone blocking the overgrown tunnel, some 20 feet from the entrance. You see grinning skulls marking the edges of the slab, in the center of which are 9 cube-shaped cavities arranged in 3 rows of 3.
So that landing page is what this is?
Yep, this is 9 cavities and 3 rows of 3.
Yeah, put Unk right in the middle of that. We know that much.
Yeah, I don't remember the names of the others.
This
to the
is
pictures.
Engine, and he was against that one, which was Oblica, the Zongo. I know that.
Do we go by the Legend of the Nine Gods? Ubtao, and then Zorbo?
Yeah, and Shagabi is against Nong Nong.
Which
There's
I
the
want to say
picture
Nong
with the
Nong
gods.
was the Grung. Then Shigambi was the Commandant, right? The Jaguar with the snakes, which would be that one.
Yeah, the Jaguar with the snakes.
Shigambi.
And Moa is against Wongo.
I believe
is 2 monsters.
this
Moa
one. And then Mo's that, which would then leave these 2 right there. I'd want to say.
Alright, everyone else?
I'm good
I
with
feel
pictures
so
and
bad.
names. I'm horrible with just straight up text. So. That's how I
I'm
remember
the opposite.
Before we commit to this, is this what we're going with? Maybe there's like the order of the story is like the from left to right up here. Like the first one is here.
Well, the text said the enemies oppose. I don't know.
Yeah, it probably doesn't matter, but just to be sure, we could put it in an order that would be
Then
more
it's
logical.
Moa is then the top is Moa.
The
And
top
Vangu-
is Obalaka, the
The
Zorbo.
first one is Oblak and the
Oblak
engine.
and Engine.
Those 2.
Yeah, but
Someone-
in the tunnel, the first of the figures is Moa, so that would be Moa in this, and then Vangu in this side. Which
Oh, I
one
see what
is
you're
Moa?
saying. Yeah, because if that tunnel goes in order of the way they start, then they should maybe be placed that way too. That's a good point.
Yeah. Well, which one was Moa?
Well, the difference is the tunnel we saw. It would be different than the story. Then we have to choose one of them to go off of.
I think we should choose the tunnel if we choose.
Yeah, because stories are just word of mouth, and word of mouth always changes.
Fair enough. Let's hope it doesn't matter, but let's try to put it in a good order before we blow ourselves up.
Then it's Jin, which is that one. Yeah.
There you go.
And then
the rivals have to be adjacent or across from each other.
Across.
Across from each
They were
other.
opposing.
And that's Papazol,
Yeah, that's
Papazol,
And-
yeah.
Papazotl?
Kubazon there.
Is that
And then we just placed the last one as then Nangang. Which one?
That'd be Nanga.
Yeah, that's
And that
that
one
one.
was Shigambi.
So that way. because we start here again and go over.
Is that your final answer?
Yeah, and Hank is in the middle.
This is for $1 million.
Would you like to?
We go with that answer.
Would you like to
I
use a
say.
lifeline?
No deal, Jerry.
Can I call up a friend? Can I call?
Can I call the god Sebastian?
Divine intervention.
Yo, ass rack. Is
You
this right?
place the 9 puzzle cubes into the recesses in that exact order. Is that
Yes.
finalized now?
Yes.
Yeah.
You do want door
Yeah.
number 3?
Whoops, that's the wrong map.
Just a quick check. As long as I'm not in the room, I'm okay with this being the final.
Where everyone was standing is where everyone was standing. It would have been Nathan configuring them with other people's guidance. And everyone just kind of yapping in Nathan's ears. He's like under the pressure. He's got to cut the right wire. And
The blue one.
No,
just as you're
No, everyone.
just as you're about to put that final cube in, Nathan, suddenly you guys hear this like sweeping sound.
Oh no. Oh no.
And you guys look off to the south. Let me actually illuminate this map a bit more.
Oh shit!
And you see
who's that?
a red dragon. It's Tinder. Cinderlaw. And riding on the back of the red dragon is a female half-elf with patches of dragon scale on her face. It's Zandala.
Door opening. Let's get in.
Do you guys know her?
Yep. Yeah, we do. Get ready for
Friend
murder
or
out there.
foe?
I'm gonna go out there and meet her.
Yeah, she's not here to have a friendly conversation with you guys. She's 30 feet
man.
up in the air riding on the back of Tinder. And she just says, thank you for collecting all of the puzzle cubes. I'll be taking it from here. Oh, and I've teamed up with an old friend of yours. Tinder, prepare to die. She calls out to you all.
I can hit
I scream, don't let her get to the obelisk.
We'll try surviving first, and then we'll worry about protecting it.
Millhouse. You're up first. Millhouse.
Come on, man! Don't do this to us. We need you.
Use internet again.
No, I'm
He's
here.
back.
And it was fuses, not my internet.
Oh, excuse.
You guys were just taking so long. I decided to tidy up a little bit.
Good timing. There's a red
What
dragon.
do you do?
There's Tinder. She's back. And Zandala's riding on her back.
Alright. I think. If I'm thinking correctly, I might have the solution to this. I'm gonna throw a firebolt at it.
At the dragon.
Yeah. My options are quite limited in what I can do.
You're gonna firebolt the red dragon.
Alright,
Well,
limited options.
Fire dragon.
Maybe hit
Red
her.
dragon.
I don't know if you noticed before. Where is it? I think it's a bit. Yeah. I had detect thoughts up from the helmet, and I was just running that constantly.
yeah, I saw that.
Yeah. Would it be in range? Would she be in range for suggestion?
Detect
From here?
thoughts. What's the range for the detect thoughts?
30. So I would have to be right underneath her.
No, you're 40 feet away from her. You need to be within 30 feet of her for that.
Yeah.
You don't need to be right underneath her though, because squares are 5 feet even if you go diagonal. Put on a grid as well.
Alright. Well, assuming that they're gonna try to blow on the group, I will. Am I even in range for it? No. Who am I in range of? I put Sanctuary on her. Why?
That is immediately going to be broken.
Oh, yeah, it's probably take longer than 6 seconds to explain it. Alright, that's that.
Bonus action to cast Sanctuary on Orion.
And I'll see if I can firebolt Zendal.
Okay.
Chances are high here. I forgot again. It doesn't like doing it from there.
It
did.
It worked.
Oh, sorry.
Alright, the firebolt, it hits her. It just managed to hit her. And she obviously has some draconic blood running through her, but it doesn't protect her against the fire. Hits her for 11 damage.
Yeah. Alright.
Yeah.
Sonic goes over here. And Sonic will dodge.
Orion.
I will run forward. And then I will throw a Produce Flame at Zendala. Here we go.
You lob the ball of fire straight up, and it slams into her, scorching her slightly.
Give the ring back! This is from Artist Simber.
She smiles at you. You'll never find it.
And I'll bonus action Rage after that.
Lord.
Okay, it looks like this is going to be a big fight. I'm going to cast Bless, and I'm casting it at level 2, so that's going to get Nathan,
Oh, I need that.
Eric, Torin, and the big guy.
You're not close enough to Nathan.
Not close enough to
The
Nathan?
30-foot range.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm 35, yeah. So I guess that is going to get Nim.
You
And
can,
that should...
you can move if you want.
Yeah, let's see. Well, actually, if I move out of that, where is Orion? Yes, because if I move too far, I'm going to be out of Orion's. See,
Okay.
I'm going to be out of his range.
Alright, so you get
So it's Orion, Torin, and then I guess Garrick, and then that's 35 too. Yeah, so then it's going to be Nim.
Okay.
And that should be 4.
Yeah, that's 4 targets. Plus
Yeah.
D4 on attack rolls and saves for you guys.
Yeah, exactly. So so that's that, and I am going to do this as a strategic move. I'm moving over to this point here, and that should put me out of mass group range. Okay, and that is my turn.
Orvex just says, "Run! Put it in! Put it in!" Referring to the puzzle cubes. Nim.
Well, I'm just gonna go the complete opposite way of this big winged beast because I ain't dealing with that today. And I am going to run my 25,
maybe. And then I will use my dash to get the rest of the way in the back. I ain't dealing with big flying lady. That'll be action and movement. Yeah.
Nathan.
Is there an action to put an item in someone else's hands?
Interactive object, you can do that.
Okay. And these guys are up 30 feet in the air?
Yeah, they're 30 feet up.
Okay. I'm going to... Fuck.
Oh, don't do that.
Ryan.
We don't have the time for that.
I can do a quickie.
6 seconds.
Yeah, man. If I'm already going... yeah, I'll put the last puzzle cube in.
Orvex looks
I
at
was
you.
going to help.
You had the same idea as me. This may be the last moment of our life. Hold me. Embrace me.
Hey, man.
That's the way to end the campaign.
Hey, man. Maybe later. Yeah, I'll put the last puzzle
for
cube
a
in.
very long time. He says.
I'll think about it. Put the last puzzle cube in.
Alright, you give him the puzzle cube to put in. Alright, he's gonna take it.
No, I was going to put it in.
Oh, you're gonna put it in?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm going to put it in, yeah.
Alright. You jam the final puzzle cube into the door. And when that happens, all of the puzzle cubes disappear. Every single one of them vanish. And with a flare of light, the puzzle cubes just they grow very bright green and disappear, growling like an angry beast. The slab begins to slide up into the ceiling.
Is it?
And another slab blocks the hallway 20 feet beyond the first door, and there is an iron lever set into the door's surface with a graven stone skull leering down from above.
That does not bode very well, but you know what? I'm moving inside. And
Alright.
that probably took my action to put that puzzle cube in, so I'm just gonna end it.
It's an interactive object to do that.
Oh.
You just interact.
Can I... Hold on. Where's that bonus action eye for detail thing? Nope. I can't use it to detect traps.
You can use an action, to look for traps as a search action.
Yeah, I'll do that. Perception or investigation?
Yeah, it's a perception check to look for stuff.
Not bless. I forgot to take that off.
Alright, you
Or
take
guidance, I mean.
a look in the hallway. So, what you notice is, that lever, jutting straight out of the door. There is a skull kind of leering down, looking from above. But that's not the only thing you notice. It's the floor. The floor has a seam running through the center of it, like this.
Uh-oh.
Seam running through the center of it. Okay, it's Tinder's turn, and this young red dragon, Tinder, it just swoops down here, opens up its mouth, right where I want you, and breathes a 30-foot cone of fire straight down the hallway. Fire just floods that entire area. And Nim, Garrick, and Torrin, you need to make dexterity saving throws.
I'm safe.
I think some people have my aura of protection thing, right?
Bless. For me.
It would get Garrick and Orvex. Orvex succeeds. Nim,
Damn, guys.
you
I get
succeed.
blessed, don't I?
Yep, you've got blessed. Garrick, you succeed. And Torrin will need a dex save too. everyone succeeds a saving throw. So when the dragon swoops down, opens its mouth, it just floods the hall with fire. You guys shield yourselves. You duck or you move to the side, whatever it is. You each only take 28 points of fire damage.
Ooh.
Orvex hits the ground. Smoke starts to rise up off of him.
That's a lot of damage.
The dragon then swoops back up to maintain that height. 30 feet in the air back here. And it does a bit of a flyby attack with that.
Orvex is dead, right?
You're not really sure. He's hit the ground. He's got smoke coming off of him. He's not like, ash, but you have to check him out. Torrent.
I'm checking my own breath weapon, but I think I have to be very close for that to work. So instead of that, I will cast as a bonus action again the magic weapon thing, and I'll try to shoot it.
At the dragon.
Oh yeah, yeah, the dragon.
Okay.
I think it's easier.
You fire a crossbow bolt and it just ting, it bounces straight off the dragon's scales.
That's a shame. End of my turn.
Garrick.
I move outside for now. Into the bushes. Take aim.
Moving.
The bushes there anymore. I think they got burned.
Taking aim and try to hit the character on top of the dragon.
Okay.
Is she covered or does she have cover?
She doesn't have any cover.
Okay.
The firebolt hits her for 12 fire.
The flame tongue. Oh, I don't know why.
Yeah, it's
it's
for the
activated.
checkbox.
Yeah,
Alright,
just take it off.
the firebolt slams into her and she screams. She's got a bit of blood streaking her face now.
And I duck a bit farther behind the bush. If it's possible.
Yeah, you can stand there. She is going to start by casting a spell.
Counter spell.
Go for it. You interrupt her. And she glares at you. You're going to regret that, she says. And then she shoots a firebolt at you, Garrick. The firebolt misses as well as it slams.
I
into
put
the
up
wall.
my shield.
She starts like kind of slapping the dragon. Come on, dragon! Kill them! The dragon doesn't look too happy with that comment, but just roars, and you can tell this dragon's here for revenge.
Drive me out of my home, do you?
Tinder screams. Millhouse.
Never seen you before.
Oh, yeah. Look at that, the mighty dragon's become nothing more than a pet. And then I'll launch fairy fire at them.
Ooh.
Very nice. Very nice.
I think Roll20 is not tracking spells again.
Yeah, it's not working. The latest update messed it up.
It's good while it lasted.
Zendala
Oh.
is caught by the fairy fire. What color did you want to highlight her?
Blue.
Right, she glows blue, and the fairy fire just kind of rolls off the dragon.
That's that done. Summit. He can't do much. Long rest. Help. I don't think help's gonna do much. Sonic will help me.
Okay, he helps you on the next ability check that you have to make.
I don't know what that. Does he have to stick by me?
Yeah, he needs to be within
Okay.
5 feet to help you. I use the help action to help you.
Using new features. Look at that.
Ryan.
I'll move up, and I'll use an action to stow my shield and take out my bow.
Alright, when you do that, you calm down and your rage expires.
That is true. Well, shit.
It's very not angry. Like,
I very calmly take out my bow. Then as a bonus action, I will shift as well.
okay.
Stub your toe, quick.
Stab yourself.
Hold on.
Let's cast as a bonus action spiritual weapon and place it right there to attack her.
She casts a spell and blocks the spiritual weapon. She blocks it with a shield.
Okay. So she's just throwing up the shield, but I still have my spiritual weapon, right?
Yeah, it just, shield increases your AC, so the
Yeah.
spiritual weapon misses.
Okay, so that is. I'm gonna make movement. Let's say to. Yeah, we're gonna make movement to this point here. And that should be our turn.
Oof.
Yep, that is going to be our turn.
Orvex stands up. He just screams, he's all scorched, and you don't even know how he's actually managed to get back up. He rushes towards you, Nathan, just says, "Run! Run! Run!"
I would be in here if I were you.
He runs up,
No.
and he just
You don't do that. Don't do it.
suddenly stops. The skull that's in front of this door, it creaks open. The skull elongates, and a skeletal hand is pushed out of the mouth of the skull. The skeletal hand holds in its hand a crystal hourglass. It emerges from within, and then you hear a click, and then it spins 180. It rotates, and sand starts to trickle into its lower
That's not
globe.
good. Oh god.
10, 9, 8, 7,
Orvex.
6, 5.
Orvex.
He's just paralyzed. He doesn't know what to do.
Oh no.
The hourglass is already half empty. It's like a 10-second timer. Nim.
We'll find out on next round. Alrighty. Well, just in case, I am going to hold Tidal Wave, which I am fine doing. I will hold it. If the dragon comes within... I need a measurement tool, because I can't hit it, it's up in the air. Let's go... The dragon comes within 40 feet of me.
Okay.
And obviously, at least 10 feet away from the ground. It has to be within 10 feet. I can't go any higher than that.
Okay.
But I will hold that as an action. And that'll be my turn.
Can it be 10 feet? I thought it can be like... What's the range of it? It's like... 120,
Well,
isn't
the length I can cast that far out, but it can only be 10 high.
Yeah. I mean, you can hit the dragon from where it is now if you want. And if you want it to be in a specific area, then yeah. It doesn't, have the range is 120 feet though, so. Yeah. You don't need to be 10 feet off the ground. 120 feet.
Oh, I'm just thinking like actual physics. That's why. Well then, yeah, I'll hit it with it then.
Yeah.
Why are you bringing physics into this?
It's 120 foot range.
Because
so
that's how I naturally think. Like that's just me outside a game how I think.
if you're within 120 feet, you can hit something with it. Alright, you push the tidal wave through Zinda and Zandala. Tinder's going to make the first saving throw. It's a dex save. And the dragon swoops to the side and the tidal wave kind of just bludgeons its wings slightly. Zandala is going to make a dex save. And she's hit by the tidal wave. She takes 22 points of damage. It really just... It breaks off the scales and you hear cracks and whatnot. Now, if you're knocked prone on a mount, you have to make another dexterity save. And if you fail that one, you fall off. And the DC for that is 10. I'm pretty sure. I might just double check that.
Not a problem.
Mounted combat. I don't even think it's in the mounted combat. Yeah, that's what it is. I'm 99% sure. So she makes another dex save, and like saddles and stuff give you advantage. She doesn't have a saddle. She falls. She falls 30 feet off. She's like highway, pushes her off the dragon. Roll me 3d6. You can roll her falling damage, Nim. She hits the ground prone.
Yeah,
Nice.
And she's like, just looking so badly injured. She's all mangled up.
Well, hi there.
Well, hi.
She still has shield, doesn't she? Until next time.
She's so
Yeah.
Nathan.
And that'll be my turn, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm going to tell Orvix to hold on to something.
10, 9, 8, 7. He tries to hold on to you.
And oh god, I pull the fucking lever and hold on.
Bye bye.
Okay. You pull the lever. When that happens, it causes the floor between the two doors to split open along the central seam. And,
Wrong lever.
The only thing to hold onto here is that lever. The walls are smooth.
Yep.
You can make a dexterity saving throw to try and do that, because there is a big pit of spikes beneath you. Ah, no! X is just...
Oh, poor. You killed Orwag, Nathan.
Oh.
Oh my.
Well,
As a
Orwag can try to grab the rope that's around Nathan's waist.
Oh yeah, weren't you guys tethered together? Oh, I guess.
No, I let go of the rope.
Yeah, Nathan's 5 feet away from Orvex. He's not...
Oh, okay, no rope.
He doesn't have that long arms, unfortunately. He gets impaled on 2 spikes. And, let me see how much damage that is in total. That's 12 plus 11. So that's 23. Plus 5. It's 28. Orvex gets impaled through his face. Through his
Instant
chest.
death.
There's a big spike just bursting out of his eye socket. And
Okay.
you're actually just hanging on to this lever.
More opening?
No.
Of course not.
Have fun hanging there for a little bit.
Hang in there.
Hang in there, yeah.
No, you're just like the fall's given way. You've just quickly use your strength to hold onto the lever, and you're now dangling above a 20-foot pit filled with poisonous spikes. What would you like to do for your action?
look for a way to open this damn door.
The sand time is still at that, about 5-6 second mark. What are you doing for your turn?
I guess I'm hanging there. I can't do anything.
Okay.
Work on those muscles.
Can you dodge while hanging?
There you go.
Just the idea of that alone.
You're able to dodge. Your movement speed's still fine. Like, you haven't lost movement speed.
Keep forgetting it's an interactive object as movement. So yeah, I'll dodge.
Okay, yeah, you dodge. You can swing around and avoid potential threats. Alright, the dragon just looks down at Zandala and says, "You're useless!" And then sets its gaze on Millhouse. It comes screaming down at Millhouse. And when it gets here, it tries to bite you.
Ooh.
It just chomps the hell out of you, Millhouse. You take 30 points of piercing damage, and fire even bursts out of Tinder's mouth. You take 9 points of fire damage. Total of 39 points.
Oh yeah. I bet it wasn't expecting this. Yeah.
Okay. You let out the repulsion shield, and it knocks Tinder back 15 feet. So that's 15 feet. And straight into Orion. The dragon is going to just come in at you again, Millhouse, using another 20 feet of movement. And provoke from Orion.
I don't have a melee weapon in my hand, so I'll abstain.
Comes in with a claw. Are you still concentrating too, Millhouse? Tries to claw at you. And misses. Tries to claw at you again. And misses. And then pulls away. And back up to a height of 30 feet. Torrin.
Yeah, let's walk out of this narrow hallway a bit, go around the corner. And then I'll shoot the dragon. Or at least try to.
Again, the crossbow bolt just bounces off its scales. They're as hard as steel.
This is not working. I have to think of something else. Next.
Gary.
I try to make a spectral hand around the neck of the dragon and call.
That is a hit. The chill touch just starts to poke it, and necrotic energy causes scales to become soft and necroticized. It kind of splutters slightly.
Oh, 9 points of damage. And then I hide behind my bush again.
Zandala is going to get to her feet and just say, "Fool, if you kill me, you'll never find the Ring of Winter." And
sit down, shut up, and don't do anything, and we'll talk about it.
she's going to look around, and then she's going to cast a spell. You attempt to counter spell her, but this time it's higher than 3rd level.
Okay, so it's an Arcana check.
Yeah, not Arcana, it's a Charisma check. Your Charisma based caster.
Oh.
Ooh.
You failed, and it was a 4th level Misty Step to override your counter spell. She Misty Steps back onto the dragon.
And the dragon just takes it?
And she's with the dragon. They've obviously made an alliance. And then Zandala is going to fling a firebolt at Millhouse. The firebolt misses. She ends her turn there. Badly injured. Millhouse. Actually, she's going to drop prone as well. She's going to really get down prone on the dragon. Try and
You can
avoid
do that?
these range attacks.
That's awesome.
Yeah, dropping prone to avoid ranged attack. That's a pretty common thing.
Well, I just figured like on a mount, you'd like fall or
Being
something.
mounted doesn't prevent the prone condition.
Cool.
Millhouse.
Yeah. Is she wearing anything? I doubt it. But is she wearing anything metal?
No, she's actually not even wearing armor. She's just got like all these dragon scales all over her and a robe. Protective scales.
Not gonna lie, Millhouse is feeling a bit hurt. So. But Cure Wounds is a action.
Yeah.
Alright. Well, I guess that's it for me.
Is Sonic taking action?
I have dodge, I guess.
Okay. Orion.
With the longbow, I'll shoot Zendala with 2 here.
Alright, it's advantage and disadvantage.
Okay.
She's going to cast shield and block the attack. Miss.
Let's try to overcome that. Crap.
The arrow completely misses its target. Hold on.
She's looking pretty hurt, right?
Oh yes, she's covered in blood. She's on the brink of death.
Okay, then I'm casting this.
I drop a sacred flame on her. She tries to get out of the way of it, but it hits her, and she just kind of screams and she falls off the dragon, hits the ground. The fairy fire vanishes, and she's like all mangled up, covered in blood.
Okay, and then I'm moving the my little glowy thing here. Well, I would move it, but I don't have it.
There we go.
So,
She'll be able to move it now.
Okay. Okay. All right, and to this point here, which should be up in the air if high enough to catch that dragon, and it's going to swing at that.
Yep, 30 feet.
30 feet, yeah. So we are
Crit.
Ooh, nice.
swinging with that.
Quick, channel your smite through it. Quick.
I wish I had smite.
Alright, the spiritual weapon smashes into the side of the dragon and shaves off some scales. A mighty blow, but a small injury on the dragon.
Yeah, and that's going to be our turn, yeah.
Not gonna move?
No, not at this moment.
Nim.
Alrighty, I'm going to move. 25. And from back here, let me make sure that this distance does work. I'm pretty sure it will, though. Yes. Oh, yeah. It's fine. I'm going to cast Moonbeam right on top of the dragon.
Ooh.
I drop a moonbeam down there, and how did you want the cylinder to be? Did you want the dragon kind of in the middle of it, because it's a 30-foot high column? Or did you want it to be on the ground shooting up?
I want it right in the middle of it.
Okay, so it's about 15 feet off the ground, and it goes about 15 feet above the dragon, so right in the middle of the dragon. Alright, it'll make a con save when it starts its turn. The radiant energy is just beating away at it.
And that's movement and action. I don't have a bonus action I want to use, so...
Alright, Nathan. The remaining sand is trickling away. 4, 3, 2. What do you do for your turn?
I'll look for any other mechanism that could open the door. Use a bonus action to look for clues.
Yeah, you can
Investigation.
you can make an investigation check. You're not going to be seeing anything, but you're going to be thinking about what you can do if you want investigation.
Jesus. Fucking shit.
Alright, you're not sure exactly how this mechanism works. You can use your action to do it as well if you want. You can take a search action.
Yeah, I take my full action. Just look for some way to open this damn door.
Make another investigation check.
Better.
You're not sure how to open the door, Nathan, but you do suspect that this pit trap has something to do with the lever. You feel like if you're able to not be hanging off the lever or manage to get it back into its up position, you feel like the pit should close. So you're thinking you might have to kind of like jump up and pull the lever up and do a bit of a wall run.
Would that be part of a movement interactive object? Or would that be a full action to do that?
Jumping and climbing is movement. It's an athletics check, and if you fail bad, then you're going in that spike pit.
My athletics with a -1.
Yeah, you're hanging off this lever, and it's taking all your strength just to hold off it. Your arms are feeling weak, and you can only stay here too long.
Your knees are feeling pretty heavy.
You're on the wall, like you're kind of on the wall.
Can I like try to push up on the wall?
You can with
my legs and push up the lever.
Yeah, that's what the athletics check would. Would be you pushing off the wall, kind of wall running.
Here we go. 11.
You can't even lift yourself up. You can't even do a single chin up basically with the lever. You don't fall, but you're not strong enough.
Weak.
The dragon looks down and just says,
"Useless little elf. There you are, right in line, right where I want you."
And swoops down here. Opens up its mouth, and you can already see its glands starting to swell with fire. The smell of pumice and brimstone start to fill the air. I think you guys might be lucky enough not to all get hit. It'll do its breath weapon like that. Strafe as many people as it can. Torin, Lollard, and Nim, each of you make a dexterity saving throw from the dragon's fire breath. Lollard, you fail and take 70 points of fire damage. Torin, you succeed and take 35 points. And Nim, you succeed and take 35 points of fire damage.
Sorry, everyone gets a +3 if they're within 10 feet of me. So that's only Lollard, I think.
So who's that? Oh, okay. So what does that do? Still fail?
16. Yeah, it's not enough. The moonbeam did eat away at the dragon's scales as well for 15 radiant damage. But when it gets over here, Nim drops to the ground, unconscious and dying. Lollard, you're hitting the deck. Smoke rising off of you. And that warding bond goes down. Torin, you manage to actually stand up to the dragon's breath. And I think... Did you take the damage yet?
No, not yet. So it's 35, right?
Yeah, you hit the ground too. Dragon's breath, it's very powerful. And then Tinder swoops around. You're next, it says as it comes around here. And it's going to stay at that 30-foot height, and then it's just kind of flapping its wings and looking down at Millhouse. Sacred Weapon goes down as well. Bless is still up. That's Garrick's spell. No, that was Lollard's spell. Bless goes down.
Yeah, that's Lollard.
Yeah, Bless goes down.
Yeah.
Torrent,
Sacred Weapon.
make a death saving throw.
Here we go.
Spiritual Weapon's not concentration. Well,
No, it's not controversial, so it's still be up.
13 is a fail.
Jesus.
One failure. Garrick, you're up.
I move over here to Lowland and see the beast. Just see in and see the big pit and just shake my head. Use 2 spell points to quicken cure wounds. And touch Lowland lightly on the head and cast cure wounds on him. For 6 healing points.
For 6. Cool. Thanks.
Sparingly right now. And then I move over here and use Healing Hand.
They're both
on
actions.
Nim. Yeah, I
you
used the
quickened.
bonus
you
action.
quickened. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, quicken to cure wounds and use the action through my healing hands. And since it's not a spell but an ability, I can use both in one turn.
Woo-woo.
So you get 7 hit points.
Oh,
And that's... I can't move any further. And then I scream to you, move away from me, move away from me. Don't give a target.
Millhouse.
options are still quite limited.
Hide behind the obelisk.
Gonna use Cure Wounds as soon as I find it again.
You administer some healing to Torrin, and Torrin, you open your eyes and you can just smell hummus all around you, the smoke, fire.
Oh, that was not fun.
My hope is to try to get it to breathe fire in the gargoyle. Oh!
Oh, nice.
Alright, that's all I can do. Yeah.
Orion.
As I'm running over this way, I'll be like, you couldn't defeat us the first time. This will be no different. Come at me. And I'll fire some arrows at it.
That's what the first
Dragon
one.
hisses at you.
Look at your friend's bad. I'm so glad I have tracked you.
The arrow just bounces off the dragon as it wades through the air. That hits. You find a gap in its scales, and the dragon hisses a little bit, but just kind of beats the arrow away and dislodges it from its flesh.
I'll try to look intimidating.
Alad, you can stand up. Half
Okay,
movement.
so half movement, and I'm going to use another 5 feet of movement before I decide what we're going to do, so I can get a view of what's going on with Nathan over here. That is what's going on.
Why?
He's
And
hanging from this lever that's protruding from the door.
And then I'm going to cast this on myself, Torin, and Nim. And I'm moving back to this. I'm going to use the rest of my movement.
Hold up. So first you're doing that. So let's dish out their healing before you continue your turn.
Before I continue my turn, because I'm going to move out of sight.
35? 7th level? So
that's
they'll get
35. 11.6, yeah.
11 points each. You guys get 11 healing each.
Okay.
Lovely.
So, and I move back 1, 2, that's another 10 feet, so I'm moving out to this point here. And then that will be my turn.
Nim, you can stand up and grab whatever you're holding.
Yep. I will stand up. I'll use my action to cast Moonbeam again. Same thing, right on the dragon.
Okay, put another column of radiant energy that cuts through the dragon's space, but there's enough room for people to go underneath it without getting schmelted.
And then I am not dying as fast this time, and I'm going to use my bonus action to Wild Shape, because I ain't dealing with it. And I'm going to turn into a... I want to make sure it's the right one that I'm wanting. Oh, thanks, Roll20. Giant Constrictor Snake.
Okay. Big snake boy.
Eee.
Can Constrictor Snake get prone?
I don't know.
Because if he
it doesn't have legs.
Yeah,
It can.
and if he wild shapes before he stands up, he has full movement.
Oh, he's already cast Moonbeam.
Yeah.
Alright, so you're a giant constrictor snake. You've got 35 feet of movement. How much is movement out? 50?
It's not pulling up the sheet all the way for me. It's just sitting in that.
It's not working for me either. I told you Roll20's messing up. The only way to fix that is by reloading your page.
Yeah, that's what I'm currently doing.
And swim 30 feet.
30? Alright, well,
Yeah, 30.
Still got the, well, you've used 10 just now because you're a gnome, so you've got 20 feet left.
I would just be moving diagonally to the right down, so I'm not right on top of Garrick and kind of between him and the dragon a little bit, as I'm still loading in.
Okay. You can complete your move whenever you're ready.
Okay.
But that's all I'd be doing. So.
Alrighty, Nathan, you can't hold on to this lever forever, but you can hold on to it for now. Still dangling there, you're starting to get sweaty, you know, it's very hot, grip is slipping. What do you do?
Use the rope! Use the rope!
What's the timer looking like?
It's emptied. And nothing happens.
I guess I'll just look for a way to leverage myself for this so I can give myself advantage on athletics check, I guess. I don't know. Not really much. All I got is a rope around my waist.
There's nothing to really help you climb up. It's apart from the lever, all the walls are smooth. You have to lift up, your entire body weight and push off the wall. And it's an athletic check to do that. Or you can just hang on and or call out to someone to try and help you. Or Orvex is just killed his spikes.
Yeah.
Burst through his face.
Where's my character sheet?
He does have a ring on his finger though, Nathan. Maybe go down there.
Oh god. Nah.
Don't have him with loot. Don't do that.
Ooh! Ooh, ring! I just jump into the fucking spikes.
Fulfill the prophecy of your image.
Unless you, yeah. You can hang on, or you can try and climb up. You know, if you do try to climb, there is a risk that you'll slip and fall.
The best bet is to try to lift this thing, so I'm just gonna risk my body for the...
Make an athletics check, try and push up the wall, and...
Nope.
You try to pull up, like you can't even do a chin up, and then your muscles give way. You're out of energy, and you fall. When you fall, you land into the spike pit. The initial
no
fall,
deck save, nothing.
There's no deck save. You fell. You failed your athletics check.
Fine, I'll uncanny dodge.
What? You're not uncanny dodges for attacks. You're not being attacked. You're falling.
Damn it.
What?
Uncanny dodges for attacks, and there's no dexterity save. You I mean, there's nothing for you to do. You fall. You take 6 bludgeoning damage from the fall. Taking damage from falling causes you to go prone as well. And then you're impaled by 1 spike, luckily. That causes you to take 10 points of damage. You avoid most of the spikes. Just one of them pokes you. Okay. What do you do? Still your turn.
Try to move my way down here, I guess.
Do you want to
stand up? Yep.
Alright, stand up for half your movement speed.
Yeah.
The spikes will be difficult terrain because there's so many of them. You've got to move around them.
That's fine. I can bonus action dash.
Now you can get that ring if you want.
Alright, you make your way to the other side of the pit, moving through the spikes, and it's a 20-foot high, flat stone wall.
Well.
The dragon. It flies at Millhouse. It flies down to about 10 feet off the ground. Oh, it makes a con save for the moonbeam first. It resists the moonbeam, and damage roll is 7. So slightly burnt by the radiant energy. When it swoops down at Millhouse, it gets 10 feet off the ground. It tries to bite him. And it chomps him for 22 points of damage. Bit of fire from its breath comes out of its gullet up through its esophagus and washes over you. It causes you to lose concentration on Sandala's corpse. The dragon then moves in, continuing its swoop, and it tries to claw at you. It takes a left claw and misses. It tries to claw at you again. It does a right claw. That misses. And then it pulls away, flying up to a height of 40 feet, provoking an attack of opportunity from Millhouse. You swing Bob that you'd taken from Tinder's horde, and that just makes the dragon angrier. But it still swallows its pride and flies up. Looks like it's getting ready to come in again. Torin, you can use half your movement speed to stand up.
That I will do. And I'll use 15 points of lay on hands to get up more health. And I think that's it. Maybe move away from all the other guys here. Yeah, I'll move here. Yeah, that's it.
30 feet will get you there.
Oh, of course, I already stood up. Yeah, that's great.
Gary.
I cast fly on myself.
You start to levitate off the ground, giving you a flying speed of 60 feet.
That's 60, I think.
How high do you want to be off the ground?
Wow, okay. 5 feet
Okay.
or something
you,
like that.
whiz over there and you're 5 feet above the ground. You're in the space above the ground.
And that's it. I can't do anything well. Or flight is an action, yeah.
Millhouse.
Oh, sorry. I think my headset cut out.
You're up. I can hear you.
Yeah. Millhouse, big hurt. Millhouse heal with his last spell slot. That's a big heal. Millhouse goes into his corner. There. Into the deep corner.
Okay. Nestle up in that alcove.
And since it seems to have it out for me, I'll bring Dog back. And he will continue to dodge.
Orion.
I'll run over and say, "Are you scared of the light wounds we've inflicted on you, dragon?" Then I'll fire 2 arrows at it.
Tinder just says, "Your arrows almost tickle. In fact, that's good. I couldn't reach that part of my back. Thank you for scratching me."
You're going to be a pincushion before long. Yeah, I'll do my best. How's that?
Thank you. Oh.
Yep.
Good.
Oh, okay, it's my turn. Is it an action for me to place a? Can I place like a grapple, and with a rope tied around it on this edge here? Is there enough to hold?
A grappling hook.
Yeah, like a grappling hook.
You have a grappling hook?
I do have a grappling hook.
It'll be an action. You can go up and jam the grappling hook into the ground, drop the rope down for Nathan to climb.
Exactly. And then I just gotta do that as my action and just say, "It's your choice. It's not looking good up here."
I gotta look it down here, boy. I don't want to burn alive.
And I
He's found his new home.
Yeah, he's found his new home.
I got a dead body down here with the ring, so.
Oh, okay.
You got that.
Well,
you take the grappling hook, Lalard, and you just kind of put the claws on the ground and stamp on it. It wedges it firmly into the ground and drop the rope down for him.
And I just gotta mention, you do have food down there too, so it's looking good.
Orvex's eyeball is like sticking up from the spike dislodged from his skull.
Oh.
And let's see, that is that much on that turn. So after that, I'm make movement to this point here, and that should be everything I can do at the time for the moment.
Nim.
Alrighty, well, I'm going to use my action to move the beam 60 feet at the dragon again.
You shift it over, and a big searing 30-foot high column of energy shifts over and starts searing into Tinder.
Have fun with that on your next turn. And then I'm going to move over here, just so we're spaced out a little bit more. I don't care if I'm close to the dragon, just trying to space us out a bit so we're not all getting line of fire, literally.
The old 30-foot cone formation. Nathan, Nollard's dropped you a line.
I'll just try to climb up with the grappling hook.
Make an athletics check. It's just a rope. It's not too hard to climb.
Why couldn't I get that lifting the lever? What the hell?
It costs you 40 feet of movement, so you're going to have to dash to get up. And you get up to the top with 40 feet.
So I have, what, 20 feet left?
Yeah. Once you're up here, you'll have 20 feet, from that space.
Well, that's a lost cause for now.
Yeah, you feel like you could, if you can reset that lever, that pit should close.
I don't know how I can reach it from here. How do you fly or something? I'll just try to shoot. You know what? Can I get a deception check from the dragon?
Okay, so you use your action to dash or bonus action to dash?
Oh, that's right. Yeah, sure it is. Bonus action dash. You know what? I'll just take a shot at him.
Okay.
Why not?
Head. The arrow hits the dragon in the neck. A bit more blood sprays out.
I move. I have 5 more feet. Yeah, I'll move up 5 more feet.
Tinder succeeds against the moonbeam, and will take the 2d10.
I believe so.
Take half of 2d10.
Yes, 2d10. Yep, half of that. $10. 8.
Not bad.
Not bad.
A few more scales are being dislodged from the dragon. And
Climb feet.
the dragon flies down here, 40 feet of movement, staying 10 feet above the ground. It tries to bite you, Millhouse.
Oh.
Comes around the corner and it
A shield.
you.
A shield.
You cast shield and the dragon just basically headbutts you. It snaps its head around a couple of times and then it comes in closer for a claw attack. It completely misses. It just kind of stubs its hand. Shit!
Wow.
It's like punching a brick wall.
That's impressive. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah. It's like a dog trying to get a rabbit out of a burrow.
The dragon flies back up. He's 35 feet in the air. We'll just score 30. Torrin.
Oh, I think it's my turn to cast Bless on Garrick, Millhouse, and myself. And that's a bonus action, I think. No, it's an action. Action to Bless. That means that I can still move. Where do I want to go? I'll go towards the pillar and hide behind it or something like that.
Okay, yeah, Obelisk is big enough to stand behind it completely if you want.
Right. Can I get up to here?
Sure.
Okay, that ends my turn.
Garrick.
Wait, I was
That's 55.
here. Yeah, but if I change height, does it count as extra 5 feet?
No,
or-
diagonals are still 5 feet, so even if you go diagonal up, it's still only 5 feet in 5th edition.
Okay.
So it's kind of like
That's
whatever's closest or higher. Just use that movement.
Okay. That was why I didn't move higher last time. I thought it cost 5 feet each time I went one up. But anyway, I was gonna measure something. I moved way over here, away from him. That's 60. And then I cast the only spell I think works on him for me.
Yeah. The chill touch flies over and slaps the dragon across the face. A big purple handprint.
Big slap.
Yeah, big purple handprint is throbbing on Tinder's face. The dragon's looking a little bit hurt now too, a little bit beat up.
Oh, there's a spiritual weapon still standing there.
Millhouse.
Alright. Alright. Still not much I can hit it with. Got one spell slot left. Right. Let's see if this is going to be a two-part thing. Right. And yeah, that's all I can do there for that one.
You grab your helm and you start
Hopefully I can get suggestion off next turn.
detecting thoughts. The gargoyle's thinking, shit, I hope he doesn't keep on bringing that dragon closer to me and breathe fire all over me.
Then I will have to attack it.
Then I'll have to attack Millhouse.
Ooh.
They didn't know that. Yeah, someone just continues to dodge.
And then the other gargoyle is just like, man, it is boring staying here, like, forever, just standing here doing nothing all day, every day. Alright, Ryan.
I'll mix it up and shoot 2 arrows at him.
Miss. That hits. Put an arrow straight into the dragon's neck. Slicing through its scales, more blood flicks through the air.
Did that scratch your itch yet?
Tinder spits out a little bit of blood. A lot.
Yeah, let's make movement to this point, and I'm going to do a Cure Wounds on Nathan. And that way...
I could die instantly from this dragon. I don't know if that's gonna help.
Yeah, that's true. But that's going to give you 4 plus 5. That's what, 9, I guess?
Mm-hmm.
Or no, actually, it was at level 1, and I'm level what?
It'll be 10.
Be 10.
Yeah. 10 for him and 6 for you.
6 for me. Okay. All right.
Just the amount I needed to be full HP. Efficient. I like it.
That makes me able to move that much more, and we're going to move to... It's 10 feet, 20... Yeah, we're going to move to this point here. Is that 20? Yeah, I believe that was 20. Yeah, and that should be our
Bonus
turn.
action?
I really don't...
Your spiritual weapon's
You know-
still right next to the dragon.
Is that still up? Because I
Yeah.
went down.
Yeah, it doesn't go
It's
down.
It's not concentration.
Yeah,
Okay.
it stays
Well,
for
then
a
if it's
minute.
not concentration, then we're moving it.
Unless you die,
Um,
it's gonna stay there.
Yeah, true.
We're moving it to that point where the dragon is. He's what, 30 feet up, is he?
Yeah, the spiritual weapon's only 5 feet away from Tinder.
Okay, so then that moves at that angle, and that should hit him right there, and I am that distance, so that's enough, so yeah. Alright, so we'll attack him with that. And
Crit.
Ooh.
It just clocks the dragon straight over the face. It snaps the dragon's head to the side, more blood sprays out, and blood kind of tears down its face, and the dragon just lets out a horrific screech that causes small birds to fly from trees and babies to cry. Causes distant babies to cry.
There's babies and children. Oh my god.
oh wow!
They're dead soon.
Causes babies in Waterdeep to cry. Alright.
All right, that's my turn.
Nim, you're up.
Alright, we are going to use my action to move that moonbeam again.
Alright, you slide it on over. Back over Tinder.
Yeah. And then we are going to move down here. And that'll be my turn.
Nathan.
Yeah. Now can I get a deception check from the dragon?
Sure.
Because I'm pretty sure that special weapon doesn't count as the enemy of the
No.
or the ally. Okay.
Dragon's pretty easy to read. You see lots of openings, and it's the face. The face is its weakness.
Now I can use my sneak attack. If I hit. Yeah. Oh, I forgot to mark the sneak attack. No.
No. You
Only 10.
put an arrow straight through the dragon's cheek, and it kind of pokes out the inside of its mouth. And Tinder just lets out another shriek, and the dragon is just coughing out blood. It looks terrified of you all now.
Yeah. You! Get this out of my mouth!
As it's saying that, the moonbeam's also churning away, and it'll take half damage from that.
Is that a +9 con save?
The dragon will take the half of 2d10. That Nim will roll.
Come on, big money. Yeah, it's still pretty good.
Let this be a warning to you all. Never intrude upon my lair again.
It looks down at Zendala, useless elf! And the dragon flies up the cliff. It's like 150 feet high. And over the top of the cliff to the north and disappears from view. Flies off. You've heard it enough to make the dragon flee.
Well, it went better than last time.
Really?
Yeah.
What happened last time?
Well,
A couple of us
we
got
all
burned to crisp.
went down too. Yep.
If it was better than last time, it can't be very good last time.
That's true.
Garrick, where you at? Garrick, I need you to fly
I think we're
speed.
really up to going into this dungeon thing right now.
I think so.
Yes, my good sir. What did you say?
I need you to fly and lift the lever. That's what it takes.
Oh,
I can't get across, but you can.
what did they say? Don't touch any levers. Did
No.
anybody listen? No.
No, it wasn't your turn. I didn't hear you.
As you fly over, the puzzle cubes are gone. Orvex is impaled down in this pit, and that lever is in a down position, kind of just ominously below this skull, where the hourglass timer has retracted back into the skull's jaw.
Does Orvik still have the ring?
Yeah, I did take it.
Yeah, it's his.
No, I don't take the ring.
It was a
I
gift
put
from
the
his grandchildren.
I put I
Pull it up.
no, I pull up Orvex and put him here.
Okay. Yeah, you have to
go over
He's a
and
little bit
have a look.
stuck. You have to kind of wiggle him around a little bit. Get
Ew.
him out.
Does his eyeball stay?
Yeah.
Ooh, grizzly.
And then I fly up and pull up the lever.
You pull up the lever and the floor snaps back, closed. And then immediately the skeletal hand retracts back out of the skull. The hourglass turns and sand starts to filter from it. 10. 9.
I hover there and just look at the lever.
Okay. 8. What are you doing, Orion?
I'd like to search Zondal's body.
She's got like nothing on her. All she has is a quarterstaff that she was using as a spellcasting focus. No Ring of Winter.
That's unfortunate.
No coin pouch, nothing. It appears that she's stashed her stuff elsewhere. She was traveling light.
I want to break her quarterstaff over my knee because I'm angry.
Okay. 7. 6. What are you up to, Lollard?
Is this Ring of Winter important to you guys?
Long story. Artist,
5.
our buddy artist. Oh, okay, there's a thing happening.
4.
Tell you later.
Move aside.
Okay. All right. If we take a rest, I can always cast a spell.
3.
And
There's a 10-second timer, so there's.
we just need to figure out what part of her body we need to carry with us.
By the time you've said that, Lola, the 10 seconds is pretty much up.
Oh, okay.
But before that, 3, 2. Nathan, what are you doing? That lever's back. That lever's up.
Nope, I already know. I already know. It needs to be back up.
0.8 seconds. 0.5 seconds.
I'm just looking at it.
0.2 seconds.
Time slows.
0.000000001 seconds.
I'm not gonna pull that
And
one.
the sand has emptied from the hourglass. You hear some stone grinding. And the second slab recedes into the ceiling, revealing the entrance to the tomb
Told you.
beyond. And that's it for today's session.
Woo!
There we go.
Before we
Easy
stop
as pie.
for next time, can we put anything to barricade the stone slabs so they don't get down again?
Sure, it's fine. They won't come back down, right?
Don't know if you have anything strong enough for
Who
that.
needs a new character sheet? Who needs a backup sheet or another one? Or
I'd
I'll
love to
take
have another
I
one.
think I do.
I need a backup sheet just in case,
okay,
and I'll make something this
I
week.
think everyone needs one.
you don't have to. Doesn't have to be like super detailed backstory in that. Like you can also always flesh that out if you end up playing that character. But if you enjoy that, then by all means do that as well. I'll make sure you guys have access to the character, man. So just keep in mind, it's standard array for your backup character and standard starting equipment. Nothing special for backup characters. I think there's a handout with that information somewhere too.
So are we all going to be warlocks?
I think so, yeah.
Alright, who else wants a sheet?
I'll take one. Just another one.
Nathan.
I won't.
Alright, you're
So-
going to conservative.
Way long.
So what if you set up the sheet before we got to this point? Because you gave him out a while ago.
You can level them up to level 8 because it looks like you guys are hitting level 8 pretty soon. I'd make your backup character level 8 too.
But I mean, in terms of, the standard array stuff, should I remake it all? Or
Standard array was always a thing. I just think I may have forgot to mention it when we started the campaign. But for the backup character, standard array has always been the thing for this campaign.
Means I gotta run some numbers somewhere.
Who else needs a sheet?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm a 6 to an 8.
Make one for me yet.
Okay.
I don't think I need one. I have 3 backup characters.
Oh dang!
Wow.
Waylon needs one.
I have tons of characters on D&D Beyond. I just have to add it.
Yeah, I got a shit ton of D&D Beyond too.
Yeah.
I got way too many.
Cool.
I think I got like 200. I think.
That is so many.
Yeah.
I have so many.
We're getting into the serious business now. Great session, guys. Thank you all very much, and I'll see you guys next week.
That's a good sesh. Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
Later, Seb.
Bye.
Everyone have a good week.
Have a good night.
Have a good one.
All right. Bye.